Sell your car without the dealership hassle. GiveMeTheVIN.com wants to buy it, whether it's your daily driver, pickup truck, SUV, or even an exotic. Just enter your VIN or license plate at GiveMeTheVIN.com and you'll get an offer in minutes. Give Me the VIN guarantees to beat a CarMax offer, or they'll send you $100. It's fast, easy, and there's no need to deal with lowballers. GiveMeTheVIN.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, Florida, ready to make your night out even better? Check it out. There's a brand new app called Where You At? Find the Crowd, your new go-to platform for scoring the hottest happy hour deals, checking out promotions, and discovering upcoming events at bars, restaurants, and nightclubs near you. Not sure where the crowd is tonight? Where You At? Find the Crowd has you covered. See what bars your friends are talking about and plan outings with them so you never miss out on the party. Download Where You At? Find the Crowd in the App Store today and stay updated on everything happening at your favorite bars.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Bet live with Hard Rock Bet. Real-time wagering till the very last play. Missing the kickoff doesn't mean all bets are off.
Delay a game on the guy who hasn't bet yet.
Sometimes you just know your team is going to come back. The sportsbook for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi there. I'm Mia. I'm Air.
You're Air?
Yeah. I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
I received a call one time, and the man said, "You probably won't call me back because I'm just a nobody." I immediately called him back. Nobody's a nobody.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
I always wanted to be the lawyer who represented the little guy, the voiceless, the powerless.
I was rear-ended by a car probably doing about 50 or 55 miles an hour. My car caught on fire. I'm a paraplegic, so I couldn't get out of the car. They were struggling to get me out of the vehicle. After the accident, I gave Morgan & Morgan a call, and they understood what I was going through, and they were there to help me each step of the way. It made me feel that I had people behind my back to help me and resolve the case.
I represented him, and we did well because we get the chance to help people put their lives back together and to go on as best they can after a life-altering day. There's only one you, there's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
WPBF 25 News Mornings. Aaron, Stephen, and Nathalie with today's headlines.
And breaking news from overnight.
On stories happening right now.
From the Palm Beaches to the Treasure Coast.
With Sandra's most accurate forecast to help you prepare. And Yasmin, South Florida's only dedicated traffic anchor.
Watching backups impacting your commute. And a 12-hour forecast for your entire day.
Watch the most experienced local morning team. WPBF 25 News Mornings. Live, local, late breaking.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening now. You'll see your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Florida Mango Road remains shut down northbound and southbound between 10th Avenue North and Palm Road. Use Congress Avenue or Forest Hill Boulevards as your alternates. There's construction Beeline Highway, Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop early, save big all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a free Select tool when you buy a Select battery or combo kit, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/7 to 11/20. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Reggie Hammond. What is happening on a Tuesday, people? What is happening? Monday Night Football turned out the way a lot of people thought. Cowboys, man, they do have some drama. Dom, did you bet the game last night?
Yeah, my bet didn't hit because Ferguson got that concussion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I needed him.
That's funny. How many, was it a parlay?
Yeah.
What'd you have in your parlay?
It was 6 bets, and that was just one of them. He needed 2 receptions. He had 1, and then he got injured.
I don't want to say that's funny because that sucks that he got injured, but my husband had a 20
team parlay?
Yeah.
And he won?
He hit every single one except that one too.
Really?
Every single one. He hit 19
out of 20.
Uh-huh.
What the hell would that have paid?
And that I have to ask him. But he called me this morning. He's so funny. He was like, "What?" He was like, I hit all of them except one, and he said it was because of the concussion. I didn't know exactly what he was talking about, but
that's crazy.
Is that nuts? He hit 19
of
his bets at his parlay. Well, he lost because of the one.
But in the future. We're partners, bro.
That was the one he woke up to. He's like,
wow.
Son of a bitch.
20-team parlay.
Right?
I've never even heard of a 20-team.
Oh, yeah. He goes crazy. He does 15s all the time. I'm like, why? Because he bets like $10, and if it works out, then he makes a lot of money off of it. To him, it's just fun to do. That
is crazy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But if you had the Cowboys last night, you lost. They are just in disarray. 0-5 this year. It seems so easy with the Texans. You're like, should I bet them? Game got a little close as far as the point spread, but yeah, they did get beat up. We have our big giveaway today on Instagram, so nobody's calling in today. You got to go to Instagram, and that's for Papa Roach tickets. So you guys will have that. Friday we'll be out and about. Again, we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge, kicking it off. Greek Gridiron. We got 6 winners so far. Man, I got to get going.
They do.
Everybody keeps going. Greek, what's wrong? What's
really
wrong?
do.
Oh, man, I don't know.
I mean, it's great that these people keep on winning because they're in the running. But for the ones who are in there, they want you to win because they're like, there's too many of us. Our odds are going to start sucking.
Yeah.
It's still great odds. I mean, come on. Even if you lose the rest of the season, it's still 1-13. I mean, those are great odds.
Yeah.
To win such a cool prize.
Yeah. I mean, but when you're on the other side, you think differently. Obviously, you're thinking like you want like 2 people.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
of
like
course.
last year we had 3 people, I think, at the conclusion of it. Or 4. I can't remember what. But it's the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We're getting ready for Gobble Gobble Day. Don't forget about that. We will be giving away turkeys next Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Francis and myself. And, of course, Dom will stop by. And we have DiMartino Produce to thank, and that'll be at the Crazy Horse Saloon. We'll tell you more about it as the week goes on and we get closer, but it's pretty simple. If you need a turkey Or if you know somebody needs a turkey, just stop by. And produce.
Yeah. I might have my mom stop by to help out with us. So
Oh.
nice. Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
She's going to have a tough weekend, and then you're going to make her give away turkeys on Tuesday? You're tough.
How am I tough? Because I'm putting her to work?
Yeah, you cracked that whip.
No, it's just one day. She really, I mean, she's been a big help.
Yeah, I know.
With it, but she loves to do this. My mom used to have a restaurant back in Georgia.
That's very nice.
She loves it. She loves to entertain. And,
All right, so
and giving away
mom.
turkeys is very nice. That is not work at all.
No. It's very rewarding.
It is.
Better than give away Cartier watches. But Dominic's in the house. Good morning, Dom. How are you today? You still hungover or no?
No, I'm fine now.
You're good?
2 days.
Took 2 days. And he's over his hangover, which we like. Any babanya last night or no?
Oh, I mean, of course. It helps.
I saw the billboard on 95. It's the Domster, producer of the Penthouse, A Day with Babanya. He cracks up. Good morning, Francis. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, so you guys can call us at 877-927-6969. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. Still some fallout with the Tyson fight. A lot of different things have been coming out. What's true, what's not, who the hell knows? I don't know. I really don't know. You hear so many different stories about it. Jake Paul's already looking for his next fight. He's been talking about a couple people. McGregor's name been coming out. I don't know if that's even going to happen. But they did crush it. They just, the amount of money that's coming out that they made is just crazy. So it is.
They said they broke sports betting revenue records.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I know. We heard that yesterday. Who the hell called? Oh, Defo called us, and he was telling us that yesterday on the Greek Zone. I couldn't believe that. Like most people, I think, wouldn't even want to bet on that because you felt like there was a part of you before the fight, you knew there was possibility it was fixed. Like everybody said, do you think it's real? Do you think it's fixed? Do you think it's real? So I can't believe that much money was bet on a fight that going in, 9 out of 10 people thought it was on a hype. You know what I mean? Like it was just, and again, sports betting now is legal in 40 states, so that makes a big difference too. But man, some of the amounts, like Shaq lost 10,000.
And shall I say this is the most bet on fight in combat sports? So not like just in history of sports betting, right? Is what they said.
Did they give any
by
number
far? Yeah, and that's the thing. They say the numbers are out, but I haven't actually seen any dollar amounts. I have not seen that yet. So if anybody knows, you can text us 47142. Started off with Real Radio, and I've looked at a couple articles.
Tom, would you say you bet 5,000 on the fight?
No.
I'm watching you. You're starting to be a little heavy. Now, if you bet college basketball, start doing that, then watch it.
March Madness, maybe. That's when I get into college basketball.
Yeah. College basketball is a crazy sport to bet because there's so many teams that play. I mean, on a Saturday, there could be 100 games. And the odds makers don't have a beat on every single game. So there are little angles here and there that you can make some money if you're tuned in. So it is Thanksgiving next Thursday, and they're expecting huge travel. We talked about it yesterday, but they're just telling you right now, pack your patience. More people will be on the road. More people are going to be on the air, up in the air, and so just be careful if you are traveling.
Yeah, and AAA always comes out with because I believe they are the leaders in travel, right? They always predict how much and the best and worst days to travel, and they do predict about 80 million Americans traveling over Thanksgiving this year, and which is setting a new record. I feel like every year, right, a new record is set. But the busiest days that we I feel like they're the same every year. And so it's almost repeating it like we're broken record. But if you're not aware, they say Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons and evenings before the holiday. So they say with over 1.7 million more people traveling, more so than last year, right, for the holiday. They say that this is even 2 million more than pre-pandemic levels, too. Yep. They said, so how's everyone getting where they're going? Most driving. 71.74 million travelers. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Expected to get to their Thanksgiving destination by car, which is nuts to me. 71.74. When I say 80 million total, is that what they expected? Yeah, it's a ton hitting the road.
I would think more be flying than 9 million.
A ton hitting the road. Yep. Another, I was listening to something and they were doing a survey whether people rather fly or drive, and a majority of people said they rather do road trips.
Yeah.
I think road trips are fun in certain instances, but
depends where you're going.
I like getting places fast.
Yeah, it depends
I don't
where
mind
you're
hopping
going.
on a plane. Yeah.
I think the other thing that people like to drive for because they're in control.
Yep.
And when you're in the air, you're not.
Well, not even when you're in the air, but you don't have to worry about delayed flights or somebody acting like. Yeah,
you're not in control.
Right. Yep.
You're just not. You can leave when you want, do what you want. You don't have to worry about sitting next to anybody.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about somebody flipping out on the plane. I mean, there's a lot of things that people get anxiety over flying. I mean, everybody gets a little anxiety when you get on a plane because the first thing you always think about, hope it's a safe flight and everything, no turbulence. But I think when you start like the holidays and add it in, and the security, you got to wait. I mean, you just go out to your driveway, get in, and go, all right, let's go, bitch.
And even though it may be a pain in the ass to travel with the family and a bunch of kids and this and that, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there? I've heard from families, obviously I don't have children myself, but my friends who do have little kids, they get a lot of anxiety flying with their little kids too.
Sure.
Because they're on a plane with a bunch of people. They don't know what's going to happen. And most of the time they're good, but you get anxious.
I always feel bad when people are traveling with babies because you can see the anxiety, and if the kid, gets upset, and then people are bitches, you feel it. Like you're not even the person, but you feel it like, so bad.
Like they can't help
do anything.
it.
Then they get up and they're walking up and down the aisle, and it's just like some jerks
And
yelling.
it hurts their little ears. But yeah, with another 5.84 million flying, 2.28 million will travel another mode of transportation like train, bus, or cruise. Man, taking a bus just sounds
bad.
Terrible.
How bad
Oh
do
my
you need
God,
turkey?
going on a Greyhound from, that sounds terrible. They said with all those people getting into their cars, travel is, they said, expect a lot of traffic. Busiest days overall is expected to be the Sunday after Thanksgiving with everybody coming home. That is going to be the busiest days. They said roads are expected to be the most crowded the Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving, with peak traffic between 1 and 7 on Tuesday and 1 and 5 on Wednesday. So they say on the way home, the worst, as I mentioned, Sunday from noon to 6, and then Monday from 9 a.m. to 6. Before Thanksgiving, the least traffic, if you want to not or try not to get much traffic, they say leave on Monday before 11 a.m., which is the 25th.
And that's hard for a lot.
And then 10 a.m. on both Tuesday or Wednesday. Try to leave before 10 a.m. if you have to wait till Tuesday or Wednesday. And then after the best time, come back Friday. Why you have to wait Saturday and Sunday? They say come back Friday, the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But we know a lot of people go shopping. There's still football games on.
Black Friday.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's one of the biggest betting weekends, too. College football and the NFL. I mean, forget about it. You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get ready, Dom.
Dom, are you staying local or are you going anywhere?
I'm staying local.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm guessing you're staying local.
Yeah. I have dinner for one.
No Vegas trip now?
No, I canceled. I don't know. Just couldn't get the juice going.
Are the guys going, though, or you just canceled?
Oh, I canceled, so they're not going.
Oh, they're not going either.
No,
my sister's there right now, and I've never stayed or heard of the Palazzo.
Yes, beautiful.
That's a Venetian. Yeah, she showed me her room. I was like, all right, baller status. But
Yeah, it's right
she
next
said,
to the wind.
She said that the weather's pretty mild. It's not super cold. I mean, obviously, it's not what it's like during summertime where it's really hot. But she said it's been pretty
How
nice
long
the
is she there
past
for?
couple days. She's there for business, so she's gonna fly home Thursday and then drive here Friday to help me with my event.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
good thing she's going to Vegas this weekend.
Yeah. She's coming. She's
It's
flying
Formula
home.
One.
She's coming home Thursday.
That's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Formula One. Yeah, just the crazy. The text messages I get from people asking me for stuff is like, I crack up. I'm like, no, my friends aren't going because if I'm not there, they got to pay. You know what I mean? And Thanksgiving weekend is a big weekend at casinos. Obviously, your rates are going to go sky high. Sports betting's packed. Like I said, 4 or 5 days. They got the Formula One, like I said, this week. It's a crazy time of year. No pool parties. I mean, that's done.
There's a couple places that actually have indoor pools, so there
Do they
are
still do them? They still do the pool parties?
Yeah, I've never. I don't know. I haven't heard of it, but
I
I'm
haven't
sure.
either.
Yeah, but maybe. I don't know what casinos have indoor pools.
I could look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know of any of the big ones that have indoor pools, and maybe they do. I don't know if Caesars does and stuff like that. I know that a couple of them have like pools indoors to do laps, but I don't know if you're walking around and girls are walking around topless drinking champagne. That's the kind of pool parties we want.
There you go. This says the Marquee.
Yeah, the Marquee Day Club
Yeah.
is an indoor pool.
That's Cosmopolitan, right?
I believe so.
Because I know I've done the Marquee pool party, but the outside pool party at the Cosmo. So I'm assuming that's at the Cosmopolitan.
Yes,
It says they got a dome, day club dome.
Joe.
So kind of because I was thinking Venetian and then Italy and Venice. I saw yesterday, I don't know if you saw this, that they are thinking, because a lot of their, you know what a gondolier is?
Yeah.
So a lot of them are a little bit older. They've been doing it for a while. So they're thinking that they're going to retire very soon. And so they're going to be in need of gondoliers. And I was like, man, you might see me moving to Venice, because they said that you have to be at least 18, have a high school diploma, and know how to swim. And there's other prerequisites to it as well. But they were saying that they make up to $150,000
Yeah, I've heard that.
to row a boat.
But you get a lot of money in tips.
Yeah, of
Seriously,
course.
yeah,
But
yeah.
and I was thinking, all right, well, and none of it, because I read the thing, and none of the prerequisites does it say that you have to know Italian.
No.
Because I'm also thinking you probably get a lot of tourists, right?
But it's a one route. Everybody takes the same one. You go up and down, you come back.
Yeah, but I know that a lot of them do singing and stuff, so I was like, maybe I'll just Milli Vanilli it and just lip sync some songs. As I'm rowing in the back. I was saying, Dom, they were in need of gondoliers. I saw an article, and they pay up to $150,000.
Sign
All
me
day.
up right
yeah,
now.
go to Venice. I mean, it's probably gorgeous, and you're just rowing a boat, just hanging out
every day.
Yep.
I think it's good. Let's do it.
Right? We're going to Italy.
Who do we got on hold?
We got Pops on the phone.
For $150,000, not bad.
Right?
Pops, what's happening? How you feeling, buddy?
Oh man, I've been better, Greek. I've been a lot better. My luck the last couple of weeks has been downhill.
Aw, sorry to hear that, Pops. You're always so positive.
Yeah. A week ago this past Friday, I started smoking cheese for the Christmas holidays, to give out some platters to some people that I want to say thank you to for everything they've been doing for them. They got me.
Watch. Sorry, Pops. Remember, no cussing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
I now when I go to the hospital for my surgery next Wednesday, I'm gonna be going in with a boot on my foot and coming out with a boot on my foot and an arm in a sling.
Oh,
that sucks.
Sorry to hear that, because I knew you were going back for your arm. Now you're gonna have a boot on too.
Yeah, well, the doctor sprung something on me during our consultation the other day. He told me that he said he thinks with this surgery that's best I stay overnight. So it looks like I'm gonna be camping out in the hospital for Thanksgiving.
No, that's not. That sucks.
I'm not going to have my brother drive 2 hours from Virginia to pick me up and then come back on Thanksgiving Day. It'll take 5 hours of his time to, 2 hours to get to me, an hour getting with me and everything I need, and then 2 hours going back. I'm not letting him lose 5 hours of time with his family during Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to tell the hospital, hey, just let me stay until Friday.
All right.
He'll do that.
Sounds like a plan, but at least when you get out, you'll be better.
Yeah. I won't be so skittish. I mean, I'm kind of skittish about coming home right after surgery by myself.
Yeah.
Because my legs don't work all that well anymore, and all I need to do is fall and tear up my shoulder even more.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Just be careful.
Yeah. Think positive.
Yep, that's it. But I tell you, man, Dom, he's knocking it out the park. He's doing well.
He is doing a good
Appreciate
job. A lot of people are surprised. Management's surprised. Franny's shocked, but I had faith in him.
I'm not shocked.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have no faith. I was kind of contemplating not listening for a while, but then he started to pick the pace up a little bit. I'm like, okay, this kid's getting good. This is getting better.
Yeah, he's a good
It
man.
takes some time, right, to get with the groove. It does, especially when you're trying to bounce in with somebody as big of a personality like Greek. Sometimes it takes some time.
Come on, you're the star. No, he's done a good job.
I did get to talk to Jimmy. He sent me an email the other day. It was good hearing from him.
Oh yeah,
it was really good hearing from him.
Yep, Jimmy's doing very good.
You guys are still knocking it out the ballpark.
Well, it's Franny, Pops. You know that. I mean, I'm just hanging on her coattails.
Well,
oh my God.
The crew is. We know who wears the pants in that family.
Oh, you know it's Franny. Come on. Behind every good man is two good women. You know that.
Exactly. Miss Francis is the bomb.
No.
They're making T-shirts
Thanks,
up as we
Pops.
speak.
But I want to wish you guys. I'll call y'all after I get out of surgery.
Please do.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I want to tell you guys are doing great with that turkey giveaway. It's going to help a lot of people out.
Yeah, we hope
Yeah.
so. We do it every year, and we look forward to it. But you get healthy.
Sending you well wishes and positivity and love.
I got to get healthy so I can make the drive down there and bring y'all some brisket one day for lunch.
Yes, you do.
That'd be great. Pop, rest up, but keep in touch with us, please.
All right, guys. I love y'all. Y'all take care.
All right,
too,
peace.
Pops.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Don't forget, our giveaway today is on Instagram. So if you guys want to go see Papa Roach, go to there.
That's Papa Roach and Rise Against. That is our Just the Tip Tuesday Instagram post. Hit us up at Real Radio 921. That is our handle on Instagram. You'll see the post right there. That show is October 5th, so you got to wait some time. But these tickets just went on sale, I believe, last week. So make sure you get on this. It's Papa Roach Rise Against. It is our Tuesday Instagram post. All the instructions are right there on how to register.
We'll come back with This Day in History Trifecta. And when you go to somebody's house, do you bring what you like to drink or what they like to drink? We'll debate that and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
When you look at the jobs that the immigrants into America, illegal or otherwise, tend to take, they legitimately just are jobs that a lot of Americans are never going to do. When you go to a place like an oranges farm.
Yes, an oranges farm, Sean. That's exactly what they're called.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the oranges farm.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Emergency repair crews have the northbound and southbound lanes of Florida Mango Road shut down between 10th Avenue North and Palm Road. Take Congress Avenue or Forest Hill Boulevard as your alternate. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
During Dell Technologies Black Friday event, save on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Shop Dell.com/deals.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good?
Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's Monroe's in Palm Beach 7 days a week. The beautiful girls are there with a 5-star menu and great entertainment. And Monday night, I can't think of a better place to watch Monday Night Football. Drink specials all night long. If your team loses, you're still a winner. Why? Because you got one of the beautiful ladies at Monroe's in Palm Beach. If you want the hottest ladies, they're only at one place, and that is Monroe's in Palm Beach. Take it from your boy. Monday Night Football, stop in. You're a winner no matter what the score is. Peace.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250.
800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Florida needs a power company that's storm ready. That's why FPL works year-round to keep the power on and restore it safely and as quickly as possible when needed. FPL, working for you every single day. Get ready at fpl.com/storm.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Expect a mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures in the low 80s across the area. A cold front moves in for tomorrow. This will bring changes for the end of the week. Few showers, isolated storm along the front heading into Wednesday before the coolest day of the season arrives from the end of the week with highs in the low 70s.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This Thanksgiving, get road ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Drive in today for a quick but never rushed oil change so you can enjoy more time with family. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your go-to oil change for holiday travel.
Hey, this is Kyle Brandt. You're busy. I'm busy. But every single Monday, we take 10 minutes to dish out 10 takes. NFL, life, whatever, but never more than 10 minutes. It's 10 takes with Kyle Brandt. Driving home from work? You got time for 10 takes. Taking a smoke break? You still smoke? You got time for 10 takes.
Listen to 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt and start listening.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Real Radio 92.1. We are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Tuesday, a Fat Tuesday, which makes it tight. And who doesn't like it tight? Dominic's in the house.
Yo.
Of course, Francis is here.
Hi.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, it was a football game last night, and everybody knew what was going to happen. It was a snoozer. Texans won 34-10. Cowboys really didn't have a chance. A lot of Cowboy fans, you know what? It's tough right now to be a Cowboy fan. And the season's not even close to being over. That's the whole thing. Got another 7 weeks, which is crazy. Jerry, I'm sure last night drove home not happy. The Texans, if you had them, you had the over, you won. If you had the quarterbacks over in yardage, you won. Nixon's over in yardage, you won. 96 yards. So big night for the Texans. They are the champs of Texas, at least. And a Monday Night Football that a lot of people are like in the first quarter. This game is over. The Heaters won last night. Yeah. They beat Jimmy Butler's old team. And every time Jimmy Butler goes against the Sixers, if you're betting, remember, because he always plays a little bit better, he dropped in 30 last night. He did end the Sixers and join the Heat, and it wasn't a good situation when he left Philadelphia. And it seems like he always gets up for those games. But he dropped the 30 points last night. Jimmy Buckets, big night for him as the Miami Heat ended up winning. And for Jet fans, I don't know if this is good news or bad news. Aaron Rodgers says he's most likely coming back in 2025. He said, we'll do it again. I don't know if you'll see different results or what will happen. But if you're a Jet fan, man, this is something that you can think about all season long. And again, it's not even Thanksgiving. But some of these teams are so bad, all you could do is bet against them. The Jets are bad. The Jets shouldn't be giving points to Boca High. Sorry. The Cowboys are bad. I mean, they are. They're at home. They're 0-5. I think last year they were undefeated at home.
Did you see that little piece of metal that fell from the ceiling at the stadium?
Yeah, that happened a couple hours before the game, though.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Not
God
during. But was it big enough where it could have injured somebody if it fell on them?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you said a little piece. I don't know.
No, it was big.
Yeah?
But it was like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Dallas time, and there was nobody around. So I don't know what happened with that. I'm sure Jerry will look into that today. But when the game was going on, that would have been a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. So good thing that didn't happen.
There was a second one actually dangling. They had to go up there and secure it.
Really?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe from the fight.
Yeah, it could have been some transition during the fight.
Yeah, maybe when Jake Paul opened up some champagne, the cork went up there and popped it. Everything got loose. Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee and Ice Treats in Delray Beach. Now over Franny for some This Day in Florida. No.
We'll do This Day in History. How about
This
that?
Day in History.
All right, perfect.
Florida.
This day in history is fine. Yeah, back in this day, November 19th, we will start 161 years ago, 1863. Our dude, Abraham Lincoln, delivered his Gettysburg Address at the dedication of the Civil War Cemetery in Pennsylvania. It is one of the most famous speeches in American history. It's just 3 minutes long. And they said he wrote it while he was on a train.
Oh, choo-choo.
Choo-choo. 70 years ago, 1954, Sammy Davis Jr. was involved in a serious auto accident in San Bernardino, California. They said 3 days later, he lost the ability to see with his left eye and had to get a glass one. While in the hospital, Sammy also converted to Judaism. Did you know that?
Yes.
65 years ago, 1959, the last, what's it, Edsel? EDSEL, Edsel, rolled off the assembly line.
Car.
I mean, yeah, but I've never heard of it. I know it's the last, but I'm guessing if you have one of these, it's probably very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
If 1959, the last, I've never seen one. Never seen what it looks like. But that was a Ford vehicle. And they said that it was named after Henry Ford's son. I got to take a look-see and see what it looks like. Do you know?
No.
No? Okay.
I've heard of it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. Then we have 63 years ago, 1961, Lucille Ball married her second husband, Gary Morton. They said it was a little over a year after she divorced Desi.
She was with him for years.
Lucy and Gary. What?
I think they were together for a long time.
27 years.
God bless.
They said until her death of 1989. 49 years ago, 1975, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was released, starring Jack Nicholson as a man who pretends to be crazy to get out of prison. And we have here, it says it did earn Best Actor and Best Actress awards for their roles. It was Louise Fletcher.
Yeah, she was the nurse.
Nurse Ratched. Yep, the head nurse of the mental asylum. But yeah, they said it earned him Best Actor and Best Actress awards for their roles. And the movie also grabbed the year's Best Picture. They got the Academy Award for that, Oscar. Then we have 27 years ago, 1997, the world's first set of surviving septuplets were born in Iowa. I said it was a seamstress named Bobby McCoy. She gave birth to 4 boys and 3 girls. Golly.
Wow.
Well, there's that's 7. So they had the remember the Octomom with 8.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, how can you have that many kids cooking in there? Then we
That's a
have
different term.
25 years ago, 1999.
What's cooking?
That just sounds so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The World Is Not Enough was released. It was the 19th James Bond movie and 3rd to star Pierce Brosnan as 007. Then we have 20 years ago, 2004, Ron Artest, Steven Jackson of the Indiana Pacers charged into the stands and fought with fans during an NBA game in Detroit.
Mess.
They said the Pacers ended up beating the Pistons 97-82 and beating their fans.
The malice at the palace.
That was sad. It was sad. Thank God that it never happened again.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, when you're sitting, with the fans in basketball, if you've never been at a game, some people haven't, or even courtside,
you're close.
You're
right
right
there.
on top. You could touch them. I mean, it's the only sport that you can actually, as a fan, touch the guys right there. And the
You
stuff
are
that
very, very, very
and the stuff
close,
they
you're
yell
right.
that I've heard over the years, totally inappropriate. I mean, way long.
Like, what's the most inappropriate you've heard?
Just the profanity, the guys saying things about their mother, about their daughter.
And you're talking about fans.
Yeah, about their wives, just yelling stuff.
Just trying to rile them up.
Yeah. I mean, that's hard. I mean, you're taking the ball out. You're right there. You're like closer to me and Franny when you're sitting courtside. I mean, you're right there. I mean, that's close. And you're hearing people screaming in your ear. You know what I mean? Especially when you're not home and you're the opposing team.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that night, Ron Artest, it was a bad scene. Thank God nobody really got hurt.
All right, and then just a few more here. Where was I at? Which one did I do?
You just
20
did
years. Okay. We have 18 years ago, 2006, Nintendo released the Wii console. 17 years ago, 2007, Amazon introduced the Kindle. And then finally here, this day in history, we have 2021. You know what? I did skip one. Sorry, though. 1980, I skipped. I apologize. CBS banned that Calvin Klein jeans ad featuring Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
They're like, well, what's the problem? It's because she was 15 years old, and she says, do you know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing. So they banned it because of that. All right, sorry. So, and then we're going to jump.
I used that today, by the
We're
way.
going to jump over to 2021. The MLB's Cleveland Indians officially launched their new name, the Cleveland Guardians. And that's what happened this day in history, November 19th.
Thank you, Francis. Great job. It is the holidays. Next week starts it off with Thanksgiving. You may go see some friends or family or just stop by. And if you stop by at anybody's house, if you like a certain alcohol, is it inappropriate if you bring it? And, and it say you just say, hey, whatever you drink. Say you drink something expensive, Johnny Walker Blue. The host doesn't drink it, or his wife or girlfriend or whoever is there. But is that okay if you bring what you drink as opposed to bringing what the host would have?
I mean, I think that if they say bring what you're going to drink or bring what you like, then that's what you do it. But if you're going there as a guest, when you bring something, it should be a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to gift them what they like or what they want to drink. That's how I look at it. Unless they're like, hey, we're going to, and I have people do that, like, hey, we're going to have alcohol here, but if there's something specific you want to drink, you bring it. Uh-huh.
So if they say that to you and then the night ends and there's still alcohol there, do you take that bottle?
No. As you would say, that's very scumbari of somebody to do.
Just throwing it out there.
No.
Don, what do you do? I know you're a little shady. What's going on?
Oh, my goodness.
I know you like King Louis XIII brandy. $175 a shot. Yeah, let us know what you think. Do you bring your own if you like certain, that's you think is expensive?
You bring your own and you bring a gift. You do both.
That's very nice. So then if you did that, say you drank Johnny Walker Blue, and then you bought a bottle of Tito's or champagne, do you take the blue when you leave?
Matters how much you drink.
So it's supposed you had only one glass.
Maybe. You already brought the gift.
So what do you think, Franny, on that scenario? Do you?
I'm probably still leaving it.
Yeah,
unless they say take it with you, I'm not going to drink it, right? There's different instances,
Sure.
but I'm just not going to walk away with it.
Yeah.
And do you say it loud when you're leaving? I'm taking my blue!
Last call. Last call for
Last call for the
blue. Going once.
You enjoy your stuff.
Yeah.
I'm taking mine.
I just feel weird. Just be like, all right, bye.
Yeah,
Like,
See ya.
My stuff.
Oh, you give it to your husband. Tell him to do it. Take this on your way out. Then he walks.
That's like beer. Would you go and take beer back? No, you wouldn't.
No. I know somebody, and I'm not super duper fan of her man, but he does it all the time. Brings stuff and then takes it with him. he's stayed with my family, with my sister in Georgia, and like for their trip back home.
Yeah.
Like taking their stuff and put it in their cooler.
A couple of road beers.
But my sister's stuff, not even his own stuff. I was
really?
like, yeah. They opened up their fridge and they were just like, what? Where? Because they got up early to drive. And she was like, where's our beers? Where's our food? I was like, who does that?
He took the beer and the food.
He took some food too. I was
Out of
like,
the refrigerator.
Who does that?
Did they ever ask him?
Well, they knew because they were the only people who were staying with them.
You might want to call him and go, did you take the turkey?
But yes, I think some people are okay with it. Not me. I think if you're bringing it over, it should be considered a gift. And like I said, if they're like, bring whatever you want to drink, I probably will still leave it. But if they say, hey, I'm not going to, then of course you take it with you.
Yeah, if they don't drink it, then.
Yeah. I mean, I have so many bottles at my house of stuff that I don't drink, but it's stuff that people have just left because they brought it over for themselves.
Yard sale.
Yeah. Should I start yard selling leftover liquor?
This holiday season.
But it's nice to have because then when you have guests over, next time they come over, their stuff's there and they don't have to.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about that. Do you bring what you drink or what the guest drinks? And you can ask them. Pick up the phone and say, hey, what are you guys drinking tonight? What would you like me to bring?
Mm-hmm.
I had a person last week say to me, Greek, I'm not drinking vodka this year. Pick me up a bottle of champagne for my gift. I said, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was somebody in management at iHeart. I said, okay, no problem. Wasn't really sure if you were going to make the list, but I guess you will. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you want to get involved in the show. We always throw out different things and scenarios. Let us know what you think. Would you go to a party this holiday season, and bring your own stuff? And if they didn't drink it, would you leave? Would you say, hey, am I going to drink that? Or do you ask? Or do you just walk out with it? You just walk out and say, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to walk out with this, and I'm going to take it. I got a buddy of mine who does do it all the time, and he doesn't think there's anything wrong. He drinks a certain tequila, and he's like, they're not going to drink it, so why would I leave a good bottle of tequila there? So everybody.
To each his own, right?
Yeah. Don, we have somebody on hold?
Yep, we have Chris on the phone.
Chris, what is happening? Good morning on a Tuesday.
Oh, I'm hurting right now, man. I had 10 teams. 9-1, and I lost on the Cowboys. I lost on the same way. I cussed so much last night.
You had a 10-team parlay? Who'd you have?
Yes, sir. No, it's losing on the Cowboys.
Oh.
He got hurt. I'm the same way. I'm done.
Same one Dom lost on and my husband lost on.
Ferguson?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, he owes people a lot of money. Better call.
Before dudes got concussion, we're like, damn you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to comment on what y'all were talking about. Greek, listen, I would have done like you. I'm making an announcement. First, if I bring the bottle, I'm going to bring a gift for wherever I'm at so that I'm good. And I keep the bottle in my wife's purse so that when I want to make a drink, I make the drink. And then, if somebody wants it, they can approach me and I can make them a drink. But
how big's your wife's purse?
I know.
Like a sack?
And does she have to carry it the whole time?
Like, what the hell's going on?
Is she a mobile bar?
I mean, if it's like a fifth of a liquor, that's a big bottle.
I mean, she's got a nice, a decent little Michael Kors that'll fit that in there. And
decent flask.
Just leave it there. And, last call, like Franny said, hey, come and get it if you want it because I am leaving.
And you don't think there's anything wrong with that?
No, it's no different from when I bring Babanya to the party. If you're going to match, let's match. And after that, I'm out.
I don't know Babanya. I'm not an expert in that. We would have to go through our panel who are experts.
Yeah, but
Dom?
I get what he's saying. It's not like you're bringing it to somebody's house and leaving it there. That you typically have on you,
Yeah,
and you take it with you.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be leaving marijuana at somebody's house, but say you brought a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue, which is expensive, $250, and you had a shot, and then, that's it. Do you leave the bottle? I mean, that's the question.
But do the host and hostess, do they drink scotch? Do they enjoy it? If they do, if it's something that they like, then I think you leave it. It's a gift.
If they say no.
But if they're like, I don't drink it, take it with you, then of course you take it back.
You hope
I agree.
Yeah, you hope they don't take it. You're like, good, I hope so.
What it is, Greek, is you bring a bottle that you want, not necessarily for the party. I might bring a bottle for the party that I do plan on leaving.
Mm-hmm.
But if I specifically, I'm a Grand Marnier drinker.
Okay.
So I would bring Grand Marnier, leave it on me. Leave it on me as a person. Just leave it on myself. And then when I want to make a drink, I can enjoy my own drink. If somebody else wants to indulge with me, I will make them a drink. But I'm not leaving that bottle. No, that's for me.
All right. I get that. And suppose you're walking out and they went, "Where you going?" With that Grand Marnier.
I'm just going to laugh like you, Greek, and walk out.
Just go, peace.
Yep.
All right. We appreciate that.
And Dom sucks as usual.
Thanks, Chris.
I think he's grown on a lot of people. I was out and about last night, like I am every night. A couple of people did say nice things about Dom. And what a great job he's doing.
Listen, he's grown on me from day one. When Jimothy left, it hurt because I've been listening a long time. And
Yeah.
Tom, you are doing a great job, and I plan on listening to you for the next 10, 15 years.
Oh, he won't be.
Dom's like, I won't be here that long.
He might not be. He might not make 2025. To be honest with you, we don't even know. I mean, he's got a lot of aspirations for things he wants to do in life. He wants to take up horseback riding. There's a lot of things he wants to do. Throw frisbees in the rain. He's got a lot of things he's on his table.
That's right. He sucks. You guys.
That was Chris, everybody, if you're following along at home. Let us know if you have an opinion on this. You can text us or call us. It is the holidays, and you bring a bottle. It's always something that, you can be safe with, that everybody usually wants, or it's a nice gesture of, hey, thank you, enjoy the holidays. But do you bring what you like to drink, or do you bring what the host likes to drink? And if you're friends, I would assume you would know. If you're going to somebody's house, to me, that's more than friends. That's, pretty good friends. Because you just don't invite acquaintances over to your house unless it's a big party. You're like, just come over.
What about pie? Are you bringing pie that you like, or what about that, Greek?
Greek?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm
You're not a pie person?
No, I am. Are you kidding me? I live on pie. I don't know. I wouldn't take pie back, especially like if it's like pizza,
No.
you take a slice out. Like,
No.
If I brought a pie, I'm going to do that. I'm not a big pie bringer. I mean, once in a blue moon, unless somebody asks me, like, hey, can you pick up an apple pie or something like that? Like, why don't my buddy's girlfriends used to always ask me, could you get us a blueberry pie at Joseph's?
Oh.
Like all the
Well,
time.
probably because she knows you're always at Joseph's, too. So
Yeah.
she must like that particular pie.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She did. And she would always
So
be
that
like, can
makes
you bring it? But I'm more liquor. And 99% of the time, I'm bringing champagne. It just goes with everything. You know what I mean? Celebration, New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Unless you know what they drink.
But a lot of guys don't like champagne. Or do you know a lot of guys? I know in my life, a lot of guys don't.
Yeah, I don't like it that much.
Well, usually I'm bringing champagne to a house with, they have a
Okay.
girlfriend, they could drink it, pour it all over her body later, stuff like that.
All right.
Throw some whipped cream, strawberries.
The normal Thanksgiving things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Pilgrims were big on that. They just didn't come out publicly about it. That's supposed to be next Thanksgiving. They're going to come out. What did the Pilgrims really bring? I always thought they should have brought lobster, but what are you going to do? We'll go with turkey. 92% of
Lobster
Americans.
back in the day, way back when, it
Yeah.
wasn't considered as fancy as it is now.
I know.
They were the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it was not considered a treat like it is today. But again, that was then. We don't care about then. We care about today.
Oh, okay.
Of course. We don't care about that. We care about me. It is the Penthouse.
Forgot. Just about agree. How do I forget this all the time?
Oh, me too.
It should be the forefront of my mind.
It should be.
It's always about Greek.
Molly today, 7.5. We'll be back in a few minutes with some Florida stories and so much more. Peace.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for construction Beeline Highway, Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard, Benoist Farms Road, Southern Boulevard to Belvedere Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This Thanksgiving, get road ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Drive in today for a quick but never rushed oil change so you can enjoy more time with family. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your go-to oil change for holiday travel.
To all you tool people out there, has Harbor Freight got a deal for you? Big savings every single day this November. Because we know that right now, when the price of everything only seems to go up, you need a place where prices stay low. So shop in-store or online for quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love every day. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for two unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Hey, it's the Greek, and football's back. Watch parties, tailgate parties, people come over to the house to watch the game. Well, Tito's Vodka needs to be your quarterback. From the sidelines to the goal line, Tito's Vodka has you covered. This football season, make sure you have plenty of Tito's, and Tito's is on your roster. Pick up a bottle today and enjoy football season, baby. Go Tito's. And even if your team's losing, you're a winner because you got Tito's handmade vodka on your team. Peace.
Hey, it's Franny. Ready to sell your car without the dealership hassle? GiveMeTheVIN.com wants to buy it, whether it's your daily driver, pickup truck, SUV, or even an exotic. Just enter your VIN or license plate at GiveMeTheVIN.com and you'll get an offer in minutes. Give Me the VIN guarantees to beat a CarMax offer, or they'll send you $100. It's fast, easy, and there's no need to deal with low ballers. GiveMeTheVIN.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Seminole Casino Coconut Creek is your local gambling destination, featuring over 2,300 slot machines and more than 80 live table games with blackjack, baccarat, craps, roulette, sports betting, and more. Visit the smoke-free pavilion, full of more slots, live table games, and easy access from the west parking lot. Visit NYY Steak and other dining options and live entertainment during the week at Sunset Grill, Nectar, and Sound Bar. Visit CasinoCoco.com. Come home to Coco. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's Monroe's in Palm Beach 7 days a week. The beautiful girls are there with a 5-star menu and great entertainment. And Monday night, I can't think of a better place to watch Monday Night Football. Drink specials all night long. If your team loses, you're still a winner. Why? Because you got one of the beautiful ladies at Monroe's in Palm Beach. If you want the hottest ladies, they're only at one place, and that is Monroe's in Palm Beach. Take it from your boy. Monday Night Football, stop in. You're a winner no matter what the score is. Peace.
For many, the holidays can bring on feelings of anxiety, depression, and grief. So NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, reminds you to prioritize your mental health. Be sure to exercise and get enough sleep, set financial and emotional boundaries, and seek meaningful connections in your community, and continue any mental health treatment you're currently undertaking. Remember, you are not alone during the holidays. Visit NAMI.org for information, resources, and support. NAMI.org.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center,
Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Expect a mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures in the low 80s across the area. A cold front moves in for tomorrow. This will bring changes for the end of the week. Few showers, isolated storm along the front heading into Wednesday before the coolest day of the season arrives from the end of the week with highs in the low 70s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop early, save big all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a free Select tool when you buy a Select battery or combo kit because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/7 to 11/20. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike's Cigar Lounge.
Fire up your DVR.
It's time for your TV tip-off.
Monday night, the 25th, the British crime drama Get Millie Black comes ashore for its stateside debut at 9/8 Central on HBO. Wednesday, the 27th, join adventurer Josh Gates on a search for the truth behind history's greatest mysteries in Expedition Files at 9/8 Central on Discovery Channel. Thanksgiving morning, the 28th, the annual holiday tradition returns with the 98th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, stepping off at 8:30, 7:30 a.m. Central on NBC. Sunday night, December 1st, based on a popular French series, Michael Fassbender and Jodie Turner-Smith star in the espionage drama The Agency, premiering at 9/8 Central on Showtime. Also on Sunday the 1st, based on George R. Stewart's novel of the same name, the post-apocalyptic drama Earth Abides debuts at 9/8 Central on MGM+. I'm Lex Hohen, and that's your TV tip-off on iHeartRadio.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now over to Franny for some This Day in Florida.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You got jokes over there, Dumpster?
I like it.
It is The Penthouse on a Fat Tuesday, getting ready for Gobble Gobble Day. If you're a turkey, listen right now on the iHeart app. Try to stay away from the food this week, guys, because nobody wants a skinny turkey. So you'll last, and then you can have a nice holiday. Now, if you want to eat and keep eating, they know what that means. Chop, chop. It's not a good situation. Dom's in the house.
Yo.
Of course, Francis is here.
What's going on?
And it's our first batch of Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Alrighty, well, we have a woman who is in big trouble. She's been accused of helping her boyfriend escape from custody while he was hospitalized after faking an injury. So people do crazy things for love. We know that, right? But helping your boyfriend escape from custody, it's not romantic. It's just plain stupid, according to Sheriff Rick Staley. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office stated that after a 3-month investigation, detectives were able to deconstruct Anthony Romaine's escape plan, which was coordinated by him, his girlfriend, her name is Alicia Link, and his very own mother. So Anthony Romaine was recaptured just hours after his escape. This happened back in the end of July. Reportedly called his mother from the hospital room to inform her of his plan. He allegedly instructed her to relay the message to his girlfriend, Alicia, and ask her to arrange some transportation for him.
So it's a family affair.
Yes, it revealed that Alicia requested an Uber to pick up Anthony near a gas station where they're at Palm Coast. Detectives found him hiding behind the gas station and were able to apprehend him. Evidence collected during the investigation included text messages between him and his mom and Alicia discussing the escape. So definitely a paper trail there. They said that, on November 4th, detectives secured a warrant for Alicia's arrest on charges of aiding his escape and unlawfully using a two-way communication device. Now, it doesn't say anything about his mom, but I'm guessing she's in trouble too.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, she's part of the conversation. They're just saying the girlfriend.
Get a throwaway phone, dude, and then toss it in the river. I mean, come on. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
At least they're a close family.
Then next up, yeah. Then next up in your what the Florida. This one is just, it's not really, nobody's arrested. It's just a very odd thing. There's a Fort Lauderdale family who has turned their garage into a home for over 200 exotic snakes. No, thank you. Children, Ariana, 9 years old, Maximus, 5. The dad says they treat these reptiles, of course, like they're their family pets. The collection includes all kinds of rare species like green tree pythons, Amazon basin boas, a Boleni python. The kids even cuddle with their favorite snakes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the favorite snakes' names are Fancy and Megatron. It's normal for our family, the dad said. His name is Socrates. Sounds like he's Greek. Socrates Christophorou.
Don't blame that on us.
Whose love for reptiles began childhood. The children don't fear them at all. They're just curious about them, and we're lucky to share the passion with the family. They said that started years ago when he gifted his daughter a corn snake named Snowflake, and then the love went from there. His headphones suck. Then next up in your What the Florida, we have a Florida man, Ronald Wayne, who was arrested after a drunken argument with his wife, and it escalated when she poured his rum down the sink. How dare she? This is like 2 a.m, so you know they're probably drunk already. Fighting 2 a.m. was when she did this. So the claims here is that Ronald was very angered by her actions, called her a Bible thumper, pushed her onto the bed during a struggle over keys, an iPad, and a phone as she tried to stop him from driving because he was very intoxicated. Deputies found him later on, and he appeared heavily drunk. But they said he was at the home and he was taken into custody at the Sumter County Detention Center. And then one more quick story here in your What the Florida. We have a pervert of the day. This Florida man has been accused of jiggling his genitals at a hospital. I love that, jiggling his genitals.
That's an art.
Yes. According to Village's news, I find so many crazy stories in the Village news. So many. But this was a villager's son. Not somebody, yeah, they said he's been sentenced for jiggling his genitals at the entrance of UF Health Center at the Village's hospital. The man was identified, 52-year-old Darren Malinsky. He did plead no contest this week on the charges of exposure of sexual organs. They said he was then sentenced to only 19 days in jail, with credit for 19 days already because and placed on probation for 11 months. They said that he was discharged from a hospital, but was still wearing his gown when he was standing at the entrance at 6:30 a.m. That's when he decided it was a good idea to lift his gown, show his penis and testicles, and ask passerbys to check his balls.
You see anything wrong here?
It sounds like he was seeking advice and opinions as to whether they appeared swollen. He was discharged. They told him, hey, go. Witnesses say he was jiggling his genitals when he lifted the gown at the hospital. Oh, my goodness. So, yes, they said he was living at the time with his 85-year-old father in the Villages. And they said, like, listen, you can't go around flashing people your privates and jiggling them. That will only end in trouble.
Especially Thanksgiving week.
Yes, and that is your What the Florida. Hey, does everything look okay down here? They look all right?
Great job, Franny.
Yeah.
We're doing twice the show, 11:05 and 1:05. Florida stories that you guys give us. So before you know it, it will be holiday time, and it will be Christmas next and Hanukkah. But calling Santa Claus, I know, Franny, you got a story about it. Man, what would people pay to talk to Santa? Give him some serious cash. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, like how much would you pay for it? Because I don't know about you, but this sounds pretty steep. But I know it's your child or children, and you want to do anything for them, especially around the holidays. So we've always heard that there's always a Santa hotline. We even have our very own Santa hotline here.
Yeah.
There's always a way to get in touch with Santa Claus. In fact, I saw my niece yesterday, and we are like, hey, did you write your list? And she was like, no. She's like, I really don't write lists. He should just know. And I said, listen, Santa is magical.
How old does she know?
She's 9.
Okay.
I said, Santa is magical. I think. Maybe she's 7, 8.
About Santa or her
I
age?
should know this. No, I think maybe she's 7. I should know this.
Okay.
I
Well,
got
7 to 9.
I got a math. 7 to 9.
She's in that age.
I need to math this. But
She could be
anyways,
8.
but I mean, it's Santa's real. So anyways, and I told her, I was like, I said, Santa is magical in so many ways. I said, but one thing he's not is a mind reader.
Like most men.
I said, you need to make him a list. And even Matt, my husband, gave her the example. He said, one year I didn't make a list when my parents asked me to. And all I got was a stocking that year. And my sister, who made a list, she got all the things that she asked for from Santa.
Is that true?
I don't know, but it worked because she was like, oh, God, I got to make a list. So,
Oh, that's cute.
So we told her, you got to make a list. But if maybe you're not one who wants to make a list and you want actually just to pick up the phone and talk to him and be like, Santa, this is what I want for Christmas. Well, you can. You don't have to wait in line at the mall. You don't have to write him a letter, whatever it is. They said that SantaPhoneCalls.com is offering a one-time real, I'm saying that with air quotes, call from St. Nick. Kids can have a personalized 5-minute chat with Santa.
Ooh, 5 minutes. That's
for
long.
$14.95. Yep.
I'll do it for $10.
They said, that even straight from the North Pole. Kids had to write letters, we know that, or wait in line for the chance to tell them what they wanted, but not anymore. You can do a call. They said, watch children's faces light up. Santa knows their name, wishes, and favorite things in a one-on-one conversation that they'll never forget. So if your kids are around, maybe close their ears. This is AI-powered company, SantaPhoneCalls.com, and it explains on the website. They have several options. $9.95, kids get a one-time call from Santa. $14.95, they can talk to him for 5 minutes and get a recording of the conversation after so they can relive the magic
that's big.
of it, yes. For $19.95, the entire family gets a one-time personalized call from Santa.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they say once the parents decide which one they want, they can share the details that personalize the call, right? So you're online, you say your kid's name and what they want and things like that. So when Santa's talking to them, they're like, oh my God, he does know me. Yeah, they say it's really cool. So it is. It's very personalized. And they said it mimics basically a real conversation. So I think it's cute. I mean, if
you want to get it, I'll spring
it's
for
a lot of money,
$23.
but yeah,
Santa calling you
for one phone call. But what's $14.95 to make your kid happy?
Yeah, but do you really need that? Can't you just call one of your friends and they pretend to be Santa?
Yeah, but how good do they sound? I mean, this is like the
Tom,
legit.
call me. Make believe like you're a little kid. You're calling me for the first time.
Oh, Greek.
Yeah,
Santa.
Yeah, Santa.
You don't sound like him.
You don't either, bitch.
Yeah, you don't sound like Santa. I'm not believing you.
So were you a good boy this year, Dominic?
Oh, yeah, Greek. Santa, sorry.
Do you? What kind of toys you want?
You sound like Greek. You don't sound like Santa.
I'm trying to get to know him.
Yeah, but you got to get to know him as Santa. You
don't. Ho!
There we go.
Yeah. Well, it's only $14.95.
Oh my God.
If you want the real thing, it's $50.
I'm not paying that. I'm not paying $14.95 for that. I need a real Santa voice.
That's extra.
Kids know. They know
That's
what
extra.
Santa sounds like, and that does not sound like Santa.
It's-
Dom is crushing it as a child.
I didn't think
his
you said-
acting abilities are way better, and I thought you went to acting school.
I did, but not for Santa. Little dumpster. 877-927-6969. No, that's cool. $14. And $19.95. The whole family gets involved, and then they ask for them. But you got to make sure if you get on that list and you ask for something that you get it for the kid, because then the kid's going to be like, I asked Santa for whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like that new Apple phone, the 15, and I didn't get it. What happened with that?
You should have Santa have multiple options. So if the kid picks like the highest one, oh, Santa, I want this.
Yeah.
He should be like, what about this?
The two options, yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's true.
But because they will tell them what they want. Maybe it's not on the list that the parents have seen that they submit on the website. Yeah, probably. Somebody, this is a question. We were talking about being a guest at a house and bringing bottles and whether or not you take it with you when you're done. Somebody says, on a second date, she invited me to the house. This is the way it's starting. I need more details here, but it just says, on the second date, she invited me to the house. So I bought a bottle of her favorite and a bottle of mine. I only had one drink. Oh, here we go. This is going to make sense. I only had one drink the next weekend. When I returned, both bottles had been consumed. Said I took offense, but did not show it. What do you think? Should you have been upset that he left two bottles at the house, right? One that she likes, one that he likes, a bottle for him, a bottle for her. And then when he went back the next weekend, both bottles were gone. Would you take offense to that?
What's she doing during the week?
Drinking, obviously.
I mean, if she was drinking alone or with her friends, I wouldn't get mad. If she was saying she had other guys there.
Well, and I don't think she would, but it easily could have had some girlfriends over too.
Yeah.
Or if she's a boozer, she could have easily done it herself. It was a whole week.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was the next day.
I mean, I don't know if it's hard liquor. Are we talking wine? Or are we talking liquor? Because it is. 2 bottles of liquor is a lot to drink in a week by yourself.
Yeah. But it's a bottle of Pinot Grigio.
But listen, I don't know. Some people can do it.
I don't know if you can get mad. You could ask her. I think you can do that safely and just be like, hey, where's that bottle of
what happened to that?
Tito's.
Mm-hmm.
I brought, I had the Tito's and I brought some rum, and both bottles are gone. Did you have a chance to drink? Did you have friends over? I don't know. She might get pissed too. Like, what are you asking me for something? You're asking personal questions. You gave me something. Once you give it to me, it's mine.
Well, I know, but he said, so, when she invited, so I bought a bottle of her favorite and a bottle of my favorite. He only had one drink. And then the next week when we returned, both bottles were gone. I don't know. He took offense, but didn't show it. Wants to know what you think.
Well, that's the first problem. He didn't.
I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. I mean,
if you like this girl and you want to see her again.
Yeah, if you say something to her like, hey, where's that liquor I brought? She might think, A, you're cheap, and B, really it's none of your business. We're not exclusive. And when you give somebody something, you're just giving it to them. I mean, that's it. I mean, you know what? It's a gift.
And that's the thing. Like you said, I mean, maybe in your mind, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to come back, so I'm going to drink it when I come back again. And it was gone. So maybe you were hurt in that way. But I guess to be safe next time, if you bring 2 bottles, bring yours back home with you. And then somebody, like with the legalities of it, not even thinking, they said taking home what you brought to a party after it's open is dumb and dangerous because you're risking an open container charge if you ever get pulled over. So that's what somebody texts too.
That's true. Thank you very much for being thinking wisely.
And then somebody made a comment here about an episode of Seinfeld. They said George's parents took back the marble rye, I guess, from a party on Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was one of the episodes. They ended up taking the stuff back. Yeah, it's what I don't think. I would say 9 out of 10 people don't do it. They just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because like Franny said, if they call you out when you're leaving, like, where you going with that bottle? You know what I mean? Then you look brutally bad if you got something in your hand. Like if you say, well, I brought this with me. I've been at places where I've seen people bring stuff in a lot of times, their own stuff, and they do it. But I don't ever remember if they leave with it, because obviously I'm not leaving with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I've ever seen anybody like pick up a bottle and say, hey, I'm taking this now. I brought this. Because you would look brutally doing that. I think you definitely, especially if somebody called you out. Hey, where you going? What are you doing? Taking a bottle of like if you open a bottle of champagne, it's open. If it's after, you can't like, hey, can I get the cork back in? I'm gonna leave with it. And that's true too. You can't be driving with open containers, which isn't a good thing. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Those are 2 ways you can get involved in the show. You can also leave a callback number. Dom will get them and say whatever you want because he doesn't listen. He just puts them on.
Doesn't listen.
He doesn't pay attention. You can say whatever you want. All the secrets of your life. Anything you want. He'll just play it for you guys. Go to our Instagram today for a big giveaway. Papa Roach tickets. If you guys want to go to that concert, that's what you have to do. No call-ins today. It is a Tuesday, so it's Instagram. You can't call in. You can't text us. If you want to go to that concert, that's what you have to do. Again, 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. More stuff coming out about Tyson and Paul and the amount of money they made. Paul's manager already supposedly is looking for his next opponent, throwing out some figures. Conor McGregor was one of the people. I don't know about him and McGregor. How they would fight you, if it would be boxing or if it would be UFC style. You think Conor McGregor could beat him?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Closer
But also, I don't know if it would be a real fight. I think it would be an exhibition. Their weight is too different, I think.
Very true. Yeah.
Conor,
What about height? How tall is Conor?
I think
McGregor?
he's shorter, too.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think it's just, like, Canelo's a better fight matchup for
Canelo's
Conor.
Still, he's still very, very good. He's not in his prime, but he's still fantastic. And he's a real fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He's been fighting his whole life since he was a kid. I think that's a whole nother league.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they might just keep going until Paul loses. You know what I mean? Like, you throw these guys up against them, and then people will probably consume it.
Yeah, but if it's his management company and his promotion company doing it, I don't know. That's why I think it'll probably just be exhibition fights and a paycheck more so than anything
very
else.
picky about his opponents.
Yeah.
Well, they want him to win.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. There's more hype when he keeps winning because
Well, he hasn't also fought like a real boxer, but
No.
he fought an old boxer now, which made him look a lot better.
And that's the thing. Conor McGregor isn't a real boxer either.
Yep.
No. And he's banged up, too.
The one real boxer Jake Paul actually fought, he lost to.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Tyson Fury.
Oh, I didn't know that. So he does have one blemish on his record?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was undefeated. Oh, that's something to know. I didn't know you was at Disney yesterday either until Dom said. Dom told us that yesterday. I was surprised about that he started with Disney. You can call us or text us on Real Radio. Make sure you guys get involved. And also next Tuesday is our big turkey giveaway. So that'll be the 26th at the Crazy Horse Saloon at 3 p.m. Cannot thank DiMartino Produce enough for doing this every year. Shows up, brings produce, brings the turkeys. If you need a turkey or you know somebody or maybe a church or somebody's jammed up, just stop by and get the turkey. We'll be there at 3 o'clock. Somebody asked me last night, we're there till the turkeys run out. So basically, if they go out 1 year at Miller's House, we were done in 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was over. That was it. So when the turkeys are done, we're done. If it lasts, we're not going to go anywhere. We'll be there for a while. So again, if you know somebody who needs one or a family or friends, don't let anybody go this holiday season without having some turkey. It's just not right. I mean, we can't do the whole thing with every kid getting a toy. That would be a great thing. But we can try to help with the turkeys and with DiMartino Produce. You know what? We can't thank them enough. Movies have not been great this year at the box office, but they're depending on Wicked and Gladiator 2.
Oh, yeah. Those are going to be massive.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that they think they're both going to be huge numbers and really kick up the movie revenue for 2024. But yeah, they'll both be out.
I mean, we had a couple good movies this year. I think the Deadpool movie was massive. What else? There was another movie that did really well.
Yeah, they were saying as a whole, the movie industry didn't do fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're hoping that these two actually give it a big kick at the conclusion of this year, November and December. And I'm sure they will, both of them. Both of them are going to be huge hits. And that's what people are saying for even the reviews and previews that people have seen them. They're very highly anticipated. And it's the time of year, too. I mean, Thanksgiving is a big time for people to go to movies and then right into the holidays. So we'll see what happens, but they are predicting that. Also, retailers are expecting one of their biggest years ever on Black Friday. They're talking about that all over the place. Consumers have a lot more confidence in our economy since President Trump got elected. That's what they're pushing it towards. But they do expect some huge, huge numbers online and in the store. So if you're out there shopping, get ready.
Didn't Dune do well, right? Dune 2, I think that did pretty well in the box office.
And I think Twister also.
Twister did, and so was that Bad Boys. That was 2024. Bad Boys Ride or Die. So they had some pretty big blockbusters, but I get it. I mean,
they were saying more of the whole movie industry for the season, for the year 2024. The numbers were down, but they expect these two to gear them up. And I'm sure they will. Wicked's going to get a lot of people to go see it at all age groups, too. And Gladiator 2, like I said, if you like the first one, you're going to want to go see the second one. They got a good cast, and it's getting very good reviews. So they'll be in the theaters this within the next week or so. That's something that usually people always do around the holidays. Go to movies, hang out, and just enjoy yourself and kick it back with your family and friends. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Don't forget, next week at this time, it'll be Turkey Day for us on Real Radio. We're going to be giving away turkeys with DiMartino Produce over at the Crazy Horse Saloon. This Friday we'll be at Strikes doing Greek Gridiron, and Saturday night Strikes has their anniversary party. Ooh, it's going to be cool. A lot of big things will be going on at Strikes this Saturday, the 23rd. So if you're in the area, stop down, celebrate 3 years with Strike Cigar Lounge, Royal Palm Plaza, and Boca Raton. So that's always going to be a good time when they throw a party. It is the Greek, it is Francis, it is Dominic, it is a Tuesday. We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta and so much more. Peace. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
When you look at the jobs that the immigrants into America, illegal or otherwise, tend to take, they legitimately just are jobs that a lot of Americans are never going to do. When you go to a place like an oranges farm.
Yes, an oranges farm, Sean. That's exactly what they're called.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the oranges farm.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Kick off Christmas with our iHeartRadio Holiday Special, hosted by Mario Lopez. A night of holiday fun, music, and special moments. Hear it on the free iHeartRadio app's Holiday Seasons Radio. Wednesday, November 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific.
There's a lot of things to say when buying a new house or car, but only one thing can help. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And just like that, an agent will be ready to help you choose the coverage you need.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for debris on the roadway on the southbound turnpike near Hypoluxo Road. Florida Mango Road shut down between 10th Avenue North and Palm Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Ready Whip. Topping off a dessert or swirling it onto hot cocoa, Ready Whip is here to whip up some holiday cheer. Ready Whip is made with real cream, so pick up a can or two. Ready Whip.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Nobody likes a nice building code more than your old buddy Mo. But just because something is to code doesn't mean it's good enough. Take wind ratings, for example. Your garage is the single largest opening in your house, with just your garage door holding it back. So, if these winds keep getting stronger and your just barely code-compliant door lets go, that wind comes in the garage, up to the attic, and can literally blow your roof off. Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Building codes change, but not until enough people have a failure. There's nothing stopping you from building stronger than code, so you're not one of the poor suckers they use to justify why they should change the standards for the next time. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it better than right. They can huff and puff, but they can't blow your house down. Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better. MoBetterGarage.com.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Diamonds Direct's biggest and most spectacular sale of the year is starting now. For the first time, it's bigger than ever. Take 20% off virtually everything. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, everything to make this holiday sparkle. This weekend, we're decking the halls with an expanded selection and top designers' appearances in the store. 20% off now through Sunday. Plus, book an appointment and get an additional $100 off. Open all weekend. For the best selection, quality, and price, shop direct. Get details at diamondsdirect.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's Monroe's in Palm Beach 7 days a week. The beautiful girls are there with a 5-star menu and great entertainment. And Monday night, I can't think of a better place to watch Monday Night Football. Drink specials all night long. If your team loses, you're still a winner. Why? Because you got one of the beautiful ladies at Monroe's in Palm Beach. If you want the hottest ladies, they're only at one place, and that is Monroe's in Palm Beach. Take it from your boy. Monday Night Football, stop in. You're a winner no matter what the score is. Peace.
Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333. Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy other select major appliances. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details while supplies last.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
The 2025 WNBA Draft Lottery took place on Sunday, and the Dallas Wings won the number 1 overall pick, with the LA Sparks set to select at number 2, followed by the Chicago Sky at 3 and the Washington Mystics at 4. UConn superstar Paige Beckers is the preemptive number 1 pick. We'll find out if the Wings select her April 14th, 2025. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card, you earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase for your business with the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/SparkCash for details.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
The free iHeart Radio app loaded up with holiday cheer. Listen to iHeart Christmas playing nonstop holiday music commercial free. Some might call it a Christmas miracle. iHeart Christmas is the perfect soundtrack to your holidays. Open the free iHeart app and search Holiday now. Free never sounded so good.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Want to stuff my turkey?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, you get a lot of those jobs there, Greek boy. Notice it. It is The Penthouse on a Tuesday, getting you ready for the big turkey day, baby. Still, I'm not happy with Macy's because I think there should be a balloon for me, but doesn't look like it's going to happen again this year. But I'm not going to give up the fight. Not going to give up the fight. Dominic's in the house.
Yep.
Of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
Not what are you slacking? You know, saying hi to her last couple times.
It's a hi.
Hello,
Hey,
Franny.
hi, Dom.
Gosh,
is that ever going to end?
No.
Ever?
I'm a mentor. I'm trying to teach him for
But it's okay. I say it's okay. He's saying hi in general, like hi to everybody. It's all he's like, hey Greek, hey Franny, hi audience. It's just a hello.
Hello, Penthouse.
I don't say hi Greek or Dom, and you don't get mad at me because I'm the boss. Got it.
I got it.
Got it.
Time for a trifecta, baby.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Dallas Cowboys lost last night, Monday Night Football. No big shocker. They're 0-5. But it seems like people get a lot of enjoyment when the Cowboys lose. They just do. If you're not a Cowboy fan, you're a hater. The Cowboys had great success for years and years and years. Even up to this year, the last 3 years, they had 12 wins every season. And so the Cowboys are a team that does win a lot of games, but playoff time, not too good. But Jerry Jones, I don't know, just like so many people, even when I'm out and about, it's like, oh, I'm glad the Cowboys are losing. I can see if you have money on them and you're betting against them. Then you know what? Cheer for you, the hell with them. I get all that. But people just don't like the Cowboys. It's one of the teams in sports, just like the Yankees, Lakers, Patriots when they were good. People get enjoyment for him. And they also, like, I hear things from people like, oh, I hope he never gets a Super Bowl. I'm like, it's so brutal. But it's Jerry. He's a great owner. He's one of the best owners in the NFL history. Believe me, he's not a great GM. That's the difference. He shouldn't be the GM. But as far as owner and business, what he's done for the NFL, what that team is worth, what that franchise is worth, he's fantastic. He had a lot to do with the NFL getting the team in L.A., both teams, the Vegas, everything, all the big deals with like Pepsi and Nike. Jerry Jones was the guy behind all that. Great deal, great owner, not a great GM. And that's the difference. And again, it's very hard. It's a family business. I mean, what do you say to Jerry? Like, hey, step down? He's not stepping down. There's no way. This kid was telling me this last night. Like, are you crazy? He's not stepping down. He's just not. He's not going to do it. But again, Cowboys did get beat. If you had Houston, you're happy because you won some money and you put some cash in your pocket for the holidays, which is always important. Heaters played the Sixers last night. Remember this going forward. When the Heat play the Sixers and Jimmy Butler's still on the Heat, he wants to kick their ass. He does not like the Sixers. It ended bad with him and them. They covered. He scored 30 points. And this is bad news for the Jets fans. I think more fans will be mad than happy. Aaron Rodgers says he's going to come back again. He really does. And a lot of Jet fans are not happy. They do not have an offensive line. Their line still sucks, even though it's better than last year's. But Rodgers says he's going to roll it back. We'll see what happens. I don't know if he is or not. He is somebody who he's probably the first big-name quarterback who's changed teams. Brady did and Peyton Manning that it hasn't worked out for. Those two it did. They both won Super Bowls. But for Aaron Rodgers, it has been an injury, and this year has just been miserable for him. And like I said, they got 7 weeks left. Mm-hmm. It does seem like the NFL season, to me anyway, and to some people, like there's a couple games left. There's 7 weeks left. So if you're a Jet fan, you got a lot more pain to go through. And Dallas. And what do I always tell you? When your team sucks, you bet against them. Mm-hmm. I mean, you put your pocket in front of your heart, and guess what? You'll be in good shape. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. If you go to a holiday party, do you bring what you drink or what the host drinks? Let us know about that. What do you think about that? And if you bring what you drink and you're done, and like say maybe you have 1 or 2 drinks and there's still a bottle left, do you leave with that bottle or do you just leave it and say, hey, I'm going to leave that. That's for you. Let us know what you think about those two things. And again, your opinion on anything is always worth it. You could also bring up other things for us, but those are the things that are on the table right now. Dominic and Francis said, the right thing to do is just to leave it, and that's it, and be respectful to the guest because they did invite you over to their house.
So somebody also was like, hey, Dom, on our text 47142, they said Jake Paul actually fought Tyson. Tommy Fury. Yes, It was his brother, Tommy Fury, not Tyson Fury. But still, Tommy beat him too.
Yep.
So
how many years ago was that?
Maybe like 3 or 4.
Really? Wow. Every time I thought he never lost. That's what I.
It actually wasn't that long ago. It was last year.
Was it really?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, February 26, 2023.
Wow. I mean, that wasn't publicized that much. It didn't seem like that he lost. I kept thinking he was undefeated. He never lost.
That's the one real fighter he's fought, though. That's a boxer, actually.
Now, did he lose by decision or did he get knocked out?
It went to decision.
Oh, it did? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, if it went to decision, I mean, we'll see what happens. He's definitely fighting again. There's no doubt about it. He's a kid. He's 28 years old.
You got to remember, he fought Nate Robinson.
The basketball player.
He's fought a couple MMA players, MMA guys.
Nate Robinson, he should have never fought. He hurt Nate Robinson.
Oh, well, yeah. Nate's not the right size for that either.
Yeah, very small and never really boxed. So that was a bad situation. I mean, nobody knew it was going to parlay into this.
I don't know if you can necessarily call him a professional boxer if he hasn't really boxed boxers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Jake Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So I don't know if it's like the right thing to grade your proposal, but somebody decided to ask, like, hey, if you were to put a letter grade on your marriage proposal, what would you give it? And there's a lot of people who says that they would have wanted it different. But when asking married or engaged U.S. adults to grade their engagements based on how successful they thought it was, as it turns out, 39% give it a perfect score.
Wow.
39%. Yep. That's 2 and 5 rate their engagement an A+. Excuse me. They said the average respondents grade around A-. So still an A, right? but around the same amount confessed their proposal just didn't meet their expectations. Now, it doesn't break it down. Was that on the people who are getting proposed to or the ones who are actually doing the proposing? Who is it that it didn't meet their expectations? They said that half of them, even though maybe it didn't meet their expectations, wouldn't change anything if they could do it all over again. While some admit they would change 2 things about their proposal.
The person?
Yeah, right. Yep. No, they say location of the proposal is one big thing, followed by the way that they presented the ring.
Yeah, I also think, though, like the way your husband did it with you, that takes more stones. You know, when you don't know, I mean, that takes stones because the person could say no, and then it's.
Of course.
And you also, if I remember correctly, your family was there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
At the end, yeah.
I mean, that takes stones. Like, you know, or somebody when they propose at a stadium and they have the cam on them and the girl looks at her like, what are you doing? Like that, when you know if the person's going to, you know, say yes, obviously the plan's involved, but you take so much pressure away from you. Like, I've never done it when I thought the person, we didn't talk about it, you know what I mean, or no. So it's a little bit easier that way. But yeah, planning it, you should put a lot of plan into it, preparation, find out what the person likes. I mean, I think that's all important.
Mm-hmm. Some other things, obviously, that you can't change. I love. They're like, some would change the weather. Can't change the weather, dude. Others said they would change the involvement of their family or friends being there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They said some would change the words that their partner said. And others would change the ring. About 10% would change the ring.
Yeah, when I was at the Mondrian, we got engaged there, but we were getting engaged on the beach. And as we went to dinner, it rained really bad. So everything got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was a big difference because they were calling me. I was at Prime 112, and they were like, hey, we have to cancel this. So everything on the beach got canceled. And they came up with a really great plan.
Like a backup plan. That was nice.
Yeah,
That's nice. And with that 10% who would change the ring, it's not that bad considering that 68% of respondents didn't shop for the ring together, which I was very shocked by. 68%, like the guy went and just did it on his own. And only 10% weren't happy with it.
That's nice.
No,
Because
yeah,
a gift's
not
a
bad.
gift. I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, you know, that's what you should be able to do. It's again, knowing the person, what they like. I mean, you could ask somebody, you know, roundabout a couple months before what kind of shape.
Maybe not just that. Yeah, I always say, listen, if you want it to be a surprise, get with one of their best friends, one of their best girlfriends who you know knows them very well.
Yeah.
And they can help you out too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or a sister, family.
Yeah, somebody.
You know, I never went that approach. But, yeah, it is a good way if you don't think that you know what that person likes. But, yeah, I think when you're getting engaged to it, first thing is the person's got to say yes. There's the first one. I don't know. There are people that say no and they still date. Like, but I don't know, man. If you ask somebody and they said no, how would that be? How would you take that, Dom, if you asked her to get married and she said no? Would you still continue dating her? Maybe she said, I'm just not ready.
Oof, that'd be rough, man. Especially, like you said, imagine doing that at a stadium.
Oh, God. Yeah. Stadium, I would never
I just think you should never.
Never.
No.
I mean, unless you are 100% sure that she's the one pressuring you. Like, when are you going to ask me? When are you going to ask me? Like, you got to know for a fact that she is going to say yes.
Yeah, and if they're sports fans, it's nice. Say it's something you did as a couple a lot, you know, or say you got somebody like Franny who's a big Georgia fan, you know, or somebody's a big sports fan, that's different. But, man, to put somebody in a spot, and if they ever say no, and then everybody, like, with social media, remember last year, that kid at the Dodger game, he jumped onto the field, and he turned around and he proposed to the girl? That was crazy. He got arrested. I'll see you in a couple days.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Bail me out.
I think she said yes, though. So
Yeah,
it
she did.
worked out for him.
Yeah, she said yes, but he had stones. He jumped over the fence, and he went, like, in the middle of center field. Then he turned around and looked at her and said, will you marry me? That's something you never forget, but you also end up in jail. Yeah, let us know. 877-927-6969. Would you change anything about your proposal?
So from marriages to divorce, that's how we're going to segue here. And just a heads up, if you're like, man, it's 11:45, aren't we doing a prize? We don't do them on Tuesday on the actual show itself, not calling in for a prize. We do our giveaway on our Instagram for Tuesdays. We call it Just the Tip. That is Tuesday Instagram post. And we have a pair of tickets to see Papa Roach and Rise Against. That show is October 5th for the Rise of the Road World Tour, I Think Financial Amphitheater. So if you want to register for those tickets, go to our Instagram at Real Radio 921. You will see the post right there and just follow all of the instructions. I have them written out in the comments in the post there, and then they're also on the image. So You just got to do everything that we have on there, so you will be in the running. But yes, I thought this was quite interesting because this is actually coming from divorce attorneys themselves, and they are sharing the pettiest reasons people have filed for divorce.
I can only imagine.
And I want to know, do you agree with any of these? Some of these are like, the first one is like, what? So this was a thread that went out there, and I like this. This person put up there like, listen, so I've never been married before. Fell into a deep rabbit hole reading this Reddit thread asking divorce lawyers what's the pettiest reasons. And the person said who wrote this, were like, now after reading this, like, I don't know if I want to get married, but but yeah, the first one on here. The husband kept putting wet, used towels on their bed.
Oh, come on.
That was the
Then you don't
reason,
love the
according to
person.
the divorce lawyer. So they even ask you in this, is this a petty reason? I think it's pretty petty.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think, right, that's something you could fix unless, and I've heard that
Or you
too.
deal with it.
I've heard that. I think we had a situation that I read one time where the guy was very clean and everything was fine and great when they first got married. And then all of a sudden he just stopped and their house was a mess. Remember? And then
Yeah.
she went and moved in with her sister because she couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Because he was like, no. Now he was like, now that we're married, because they were dating, he was
That's
really,
right.
he's like, now that we're married, you have to do everything. That to me is not petty. But wet towels on the
yeah.
bed, I don't like it either, but figure it out.
Yeah.
You don't file for divorce.
No.
So these are what divorce attorneys say, some of the pettiest reasons. They said, I know a couple that divorced or annulled because it was pretty quick into it. They said after less than 6 months married because the guy started farting around her. They said not like at her, just not holding it in anymore like he used to. He just got very comfortable. They got married, so he was just letting him rip.
Again.
The woman filed for divorce less than 6 months after the marriage.
You don't love the person then. If you don't. If you could, for that quick, you could just toss it. It's a petty thing.
But that's what I'm saying. I wonder if there's arguments that ensued. Like with this, like the girl with the towel, like, hey, can you please stop? And he was like, no. And then they get in a big blow up fight. But that might have been the one little instance in this
That
with the
triggered
farting.
it.
Like, hey, can you quit farting around me? And the guy's like, no, we're married now.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. So maybe these are just like this tiny instances. Still seem petty. Let's see. So this person says, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm a paralegal, work for a divorce attorney. Someone came in for a divorce because their soon-to-be ex changed the password on their phone. They said the plaintiff had always had the code to get in, but now they didn't. So divorce time. So interesting.
I could see being mad or questioning it, but not getting divorced again.
Yeah, like, why did you change? I always had your code. Why'd you go and change it?
Yeah. You asked me or vice versa, but I'm not going to go to a lawyer and get divorced. Again, do you really love the person?
So this is 50-50 because you can submit, yes, petty. I consider it valid. That one, for the phone password changing, it was 50-50. A lot of them were 100% on our side, being petty. The toilet seat being left up. The age-old toilet seat being left up.
Petty.
Yeah. And I think probably 86% say petty. There's 14% of people think it's a valid reason for divorce.
I'm out of here.
Let's see. These are divorce attorneys who went to Reddit, talked about the pettiest reasons people got divorced. She told him several hundred times that if he smashed the cake, this one I've heard, and this one I did not like. Because we did read a story where the woman told him, and she got her hair and makeup done, and it was her big day as a bride, and she said, please, whatever you do, I don't want the cake smashing in the face. I just don't want.
It's all right.
So she told him several hundred times that if he smashed a cake in her face at the reception, it was over. He did it anyway. She walked out and had it annulled the next day.
Wow.
Whoa.
I consider that valid because that means he has a lack of respect for you, especially if you said 100 times, please, this is the one request I have. I spent so much time in the pictures and everything with hair and makeup. That one I consider valid.
I mean, it's wrong. I just don't know. Again, I'm going to go back to if people really know what love is.
No, but that is a lack of respect on his end for her. Yeah. One thing you've been requesting on the big day, like, what's the rest of your marriage going to be like?
Okay. Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Okay.
You can obviously disagree with me.
No, I get it. She told him not to do it. He did it. And she's like, I'm not going to have a life of this when I tell you not to do something. And you do it. Come on, you knucklehead.
Let's see. Petty reasons, according to divorce attorneys. Grocery costs. Literally thought it was a joke or code for something. Turned out she came from a tight budget family and thought he was so wasteful with his paycheck when he bought ribs once a month or whatever they put in there. So grocery costs. She tried to pinch pennies and he didn't.
Well, financial. Yeah, I think financial is a big thing. And a lot of things. It comes up every day, basically, when
but
you're
don't
married.
you think you know?
No.
that she's like she pinches pennies and he's a spender? Like, wouldn't you think you would know that about each other before you got married?
Well, it depends how the money is divided, what it is. If it's his money and she says, hey, you know what? We got to do it this way or that way. Is it 50-50? You know what I mean? There's different things that get involved because you may feel if it's my money, I could do it what I want. As long as I'm paying the bills and I'm giving you everything and you don't want anything, why can't I buy spare ribs? I mean, that's what you might feel. Now, if it's 50-50, she might be like, hey, it's half my money.
Mm-hmm.
Screw your spare ribs. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Get lamb chops with a popsicle. I don't care. You're not getting spare ribs. I mean, money's a big thing.
And this, too. You would think this is a conversation had. This person's saying these are reasons, petty reasons people got divorced because one wanted a dog so badly and the other refused to even consider it. You would know if the person's a dog person or not, right?
Yeah. I do think certain things with people over the years, I've heard men and women say, I thought it would change.
You think you can change them.
Or I thought I could talk him into it or her into it. You know, different things, whether it's buying a home, a location. You know, maybe you want to live in Miami, they will live in Palm Beach. But I think, again, like you say, if you pay attention to the person, you should know everything.
By the way, that dog one, which I think is valid, especially if you're a dog person, but you should have found this out beforehand.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter because they're already married. 100% considered a valid reason to divorce. 100% on that one. Let's see. Petty reasons for divorce says, however, let's see. Brothers. This guy goes, I'm a lawyer, but not that kind. However, my brother's fourth wife divorced him. Fourth. Because she found out the ring he'd used was originally his third wife's.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah. Again, I don't know.
I consider that valid. It was probably his second wives and his first wives, too.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just going to keep on using this over and over again.
She will never know.
Yeah.
Surprised he got the rings back.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised he got married 4 times.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's valid. You're mad. You're pissed off. But do you actually file for divorce? I don't know.
Yeah.
And if the ring was big, you think that she would have said no? She'd probably like, no. 3 carats? I'll take it.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how people change when they see something. Oh, it was your second wife's? Don't worry about it. Oh, it was your grandmother's? Don't worry about it. You know, if it's a big rock, you're like, all right, I got it.
This is crazy. I know a guy who divorced his wife because she refused to learn to cook a certain dish his mom used to cook for him.
Oh, my God.
Just go to your mom.
That's
well,
right.
unless she's not around. Maybe that was it. I don't know, but still.
That's not
silly.
valid.
You learn how to cook it. If you want it so
Or
bad.
go to a restaurant. I mean, I just can't see any of these people really in love. When you love a person, there's so much commitment to be there. Should be. You put the person first, their needs, their wants. And these are petty things. I mean, they really are. I mean, it's like you're dating somebody 3 weeks and they do something. You're like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm with you. A lot of these, I think, are excuses. Like this one is super lame. This divorce lawyer said her husband came home one day asking her to give a higher financial contribution to the groceries. He said specifically because you're a woman and you use more toilet paper than I do.
Oh, geez.
She took it as a joke and had a good laugh. She was like, oh, that's so funny. He got mad and asked her for a divorce. Worth mentioning, his salary is 3 times higher than hers, too.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
He's cheap. Who cares? I did have a buddy of mine years ago, and he was with his wife, like, I don't know, 10, 12 years. And he found out, like, after all that time, and they had a couple kids, that she cheated on her bachelor party, and he got divorced. I thought it was crazy. And I tried to talk him out of it. I'm like, dude, it was 12 years ago. Like, you've been together. He just, that was it. He was done.
Yeah.
They got divorced. But I'm talking 12 years.
She still cheated. And so in his mind, he might have been like, well, did it happen again? I mean, I think all that goes into your mind. Because even though it was before marriage, they were getting married. It was her bachelorette party.
Yeah,
So
she said
they
she made a mistake.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe he tried for a little bit and it just kept on creeping up in his mind. I don't know. Unless you're in that situation.
No, I know. I just think, they had kids. They were happy. They never had problems. You know what I mean? I said, probably because she didn't know what she was doing outside.
Now, how did you find out?
I was slipped out at a party. One of her girlfriends.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a birthday party.
Man, you're not friends with that girl anymore, right?
Yeah.
I think from what I remember, the girl was telling one of her girlfriends, like at a party, and the wrong person heard it and went back to him. Because she was getting married and stuff.
Why was she even bringing it up?
I don't know. She was talking about, I guess this girl was getting married. She was talking about like her bachelor party.
You remember when you banged that guy at the bachelor party?
Yeah, I'm not going to do like Blank did. I mean, that was crazy. Yeah, but they ended up getting divorced. I thought it was crazy. I really did. But he was hard-nosed. He was like, I'm done. I'm out. I remember when he even called me. I'm like, you really? He said, Greek, you wouldn't break up with her? So I don't know. You've had 12 good years. I mean, but everybody's different, like you said. But some of these are, I think all of these 9 out of 10 are petty. I mean, they're really petty reasons for you to be like, I'm punting and, I don't want to be married to anybody anymore. For me, if a marriage ends, you should try everything you could to make it work. And then if you've tried it and you're like, okay, we've tried, then you bag it.
If you've heard or been a part of a very petty reason for divorcing somebody, let us know. 47142. Started off with Real Radio.
Here it is. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Don't forget, we're getting ready for the big turkey day because we're the biggest turkeys we know. We'll be giving turkeys away next Tuesday. That's right. This day, next week at 3 p.m. at the Crazy Horse Saloon, 4240 North Lake Boulevard. If you need a turkey or know somebody who wants one or can't get one, just stop by and we will take care of you. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Go on, tell it. Show that damn thing who's boss. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for debris on the roadway on the southbound turnpike near Hypoluxo Road. Florida Mango Road shut down between 10th Avenue North and Palm Road. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holidays. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on holiday decor, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ins 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Nobody likes a nice building code more than your old buddy Mo. But just because something is to code doesn't mean it's good enough. Take wind ratings, for example. Your garage is the single largest opening in your house, with just your garage door holding it back. So, if these winds keep getting stronger and your just barely code-compliant door lets go, that wind comes in the garage, up to the attic, and can literally blow your roof off. Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Building codes change, but not until enough people have a failure. There's nothing stopping you from building stronger than code, so you're not one of the poor suckers they use to justify why they should change the standards for the next time. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it better than right. They can huff and puff, but they can't blow your house down.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease, and strokes. I could go on forever, unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hey, it's Greek. Tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, Their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening now. You'll see your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Pearl. Lots of cloud cover expected throughout the rest of the day today. We'll also start to see the breeze pick up through the latter half of the afternoon and evening. Through the overnight hours, we could see 1 or 2 spots of showers, but overall conditions remain mostly dry. Tomorrow, we are expecting more showers as a cold front moves through the area.
This report is sponsored by Snyder AC Plumbing and Electric. Snyder Man knows it's not always sweater weather in South Florida, but he's always prepared for a chilly night and knows his heating system will save the day when the time comes because he services his HVAC unit with Snyder. Schedule your tune-up today at SnyderAC.com.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The films, the stars, the milestones, the awards.
Here's Big Sue with the Week in Hollywood History.
November 18th, 1928.
The first Mickey Mouse cartoon, Steamboat Willie, is released. While both Mickey and Minnie were both in earlier silent shorts, Walt Disney's commitment to sound movies led to this short being the first distributed.
November 20th, 1982.
Following her breakout role in that summer's smash hit E.T. the Extraterrestrial, 7-year-old actress Drew Barrymore becomes the youngest ever host of Saturday Night Live.
November 21st, 1968.
Diana Ross and the Supremes team up with Motown label mates The Temptations for I'm Gonna Make You Love Me, the first single off a full album of collaborations. The song hit #1 on the U.S. charts and reached the top 5 in several foreign markets.
November 22nd, 1995.
The first fully computer-animated film, Toy Story, is released. It was also the first feature movie from Pixar, and its box office success kicked off a multimedia franchise.
November 24th, 2005.
Best known as Mr. Miyagi from the original Karate Kid films, actor Pat Morita passes away at age 73. He also played drive-in owner Arnold in Happy Days, along with voicing the Emperor of China in 3 of Disney's animated Mulan films.
And that's the Week in Hollywood History on iHeartRadio.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Tuesday. Thanks for always tuning into Real Radio. You guys are the best. We always do appreciate you listening to us. Dominic's in the house.
Yo.
Of course, Francis is here.
What is uppers?
And we got a fresh batch of fun facts on a Tuesday.
It's Freddy's Fun Facts. Alrighty, you know I like to base it on the holiday. Hold on 1 second. It is November 19th, and we have a couple fun holidays today. And let's see. It is Discovery of Puerto Rico Day. Puerto Rico. Columbus landed in Puerto Rico during a second voyage today. So we share all about it. It's also National Entrepreneurs Day.
Nice.
International Journalist Day. National Camp Day.
Oh, I want to go camping.
Yeah, right. National Play Monopoly Day.
What's your favorite thing to play when you play Monopoly? Who do you want to be? A race car?
I don't really ever play Monopoly.
No. It's been a while.
It wasn't one of my board games of choice.
Maybe the dog. I like the dog.
All
back
right.
then.
The little Scotty,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, yeah. All right.
What about you?
Race car.
No,
Okay.
you want the money bag. Stop lying.
Try and change.
Women Entrepreneurship Day. Get it, girls. Let's see. And it's what I am going to base my fun facts on. It's all about you dudes today. It's International Men's Day.
Ooh.
Hip, hip.
Hooray.
A little weak.
So I decided, hey, let's get some really fascinating and odd facts about men.
Wow.
You're going to love these.
Oh, God.
Men can lactate.
Different.
Under extreme hormonal imbalances or stress, men have the potential to produce milk. This is rare, but scientifically possible due to the presence of those mammary glands in all humans. Was it Dano who said, wasn't it somebody who used to be on Real Radio who said that they could lactate? Am I making that up?
I don't remember.
I think it was somebody.
It might have been.
Nutter, Dano, which one?
I don't know.
I don't know if it was Nutter.
Somebody might remember, or I'm dreaming this. The Adam's apple. For an International Men's Day, I'm giving you some really interesting facts about you guys, about men. Men's larger Adam apples result from thicker vocal cords. That's what from. Giving them the deeper voices. Fun fact here, women have them too, but they're smaller and less pronounced. Yeah, so sometimes you do maybe see a woman and she may have a little bit of testosterone, and that's what people automatically look at. They're like, definitely a dude. Could actually really be a woman because they have them too.
She's so funny. Definitely a dude.
Color blindness. On a International Men's Day, some interesting facts about you dudes. Men are far more likely to be colorblind than women. About 1 in 12 men have some form of color blindness compared to just 1 in 200 women. So definitely far more than women. Let's see, hair growth speed. Men's facial hair grows faster than any other hair on their bodies. If a man never shaved, his beard could grow up to 30 feet in a lifetime.
Wow.
30 feet. I say challenge accepted, Dom.
30 feet.
I mean, lifetime. So
Hey,
he's
ZZ Top,
he's
watch
not,
out.
He's not going to get to 30 feet because it is 30s. But yeah, dad reflex is real. International Men's Day. Men often exhibit lightning fast reflexes when catching a falling object. They call it the dad reflex, especially if it's a kid or something valuable.
Oh, wow.
They say it's an evolutionary trait tied to protective instincts. Also, fun facts here, testosterone smarts. Men with higher testosterone levels are more likely to engage in risk-taking behaviors, which can sometimes result in bold creativity or what they say questionable life choices.
Tom Cruise.
We just had a Jorge call in real quick, and he
Mhm.
said it was Dano.
It was Dan. Okay. All right. I knew it was somebody here. Thank you, Jorge. So I was right. I know I remember, and I thought it was Dan saying that he could lactate. I wonder because sometimes they say with people who've had babies before, like moms and stuff, that even in the presence of a baby, sometimes if it's not theirs, they'll still kind of lactate a little bit. It's weird, this weird phenomenon. I wonder if when he had a baby, if he lactated because he has a child.
That's funny.
Dan, if you're listening, let me know. Men are better at detecting motion in low light. So you guys have night vision, kind of. They said an evolutionary adaptation for hunting and defense. However, women generally excel at distinguishing colors and textures. They said, but yeah, you guys have a little bit of night vision, more so than women. Men's, your brain, they shrink with age. While everyone's brain size decreases slightly over time, men experience this shrinkage more quickly than women. They say scientists aren't really quite sure why yet.
Probably because of women. You can't handle them after you're just like, I can't take it. Oh, my God.
You guys are lucky in this way. You guys generally burn more calories at rest than women do. You have faster metabolism thanks to higher muscle mass, less fat, even when doing absolutely nada. Male pattern baldness caused by a sensitivity to DHT, that's a testosterone byproduct, has been linked to some studies to a lower risk of prostate cancer. So there you go, balding benefits. So if you're bald, you got benefits of having lower risk of prostate cancer. Let's see. I got a couple more here for International Men's Day. I try to find some very interesting facts about you guys. They say men's sense of direction. You guys are generally better, we know, at the task of navigation.
I'm not. I'm terrible.
Not all men, but all right. Most men, which scientists attribute to your evolutionary need to travel long distances to hunt or explore. He did not get that evolutionary need, G-Man, to travel long distance to hunt or explore.
For cash or a piece of ass. Yeah, but not for anything else.
And then finally here.
Those two things, yeah. Deal me in.
And finally, here are some very interesting and weird facts about men for an International Men's Day. They say unique finger ratios. The ratio between the length of the index and ring finger is often influenced by prenatal testosterone exposure. So this ratio has been linked to traits like risk-taking, athletic ability, and even career preferences. So have you ever checked the ratio between the length of your index and ring finger?
No.
Why don't you look at it now? Do you know which one your index and your ring finger is?
My ring finger is here.
Which one's your index?
Right here.
All right. So what's the difference in length? Are they about the same?
My ring finger is a little bit longer.
All right. I gotta see what that means. But yeah, they say that I think if there's a big difference, it links to risk-taking, athletic ability, and even career preferences.
Ooh, gambling.
So we gotta see what that is. Ooh. I did not say anything about gambling.
That's risk-taking.
Oh, okay.
It is. I mean, if you're a gambler, you like to take risks.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting up money, and you know what? There's a 50% chance you're going to lose it. That's a risk. To me, it is. I think to most people, betting on the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a risk-taking. There's no doubt about it. Anytime you're putting up anything in life with a chance to lose it, that's a risk.
I feel you.
But you're not betting on the stock market, really. You're investing.
You're investing, but you can lose your ass.
Oh, you can, but you at least own something. Whereas gambling, you don't own something. You're just hoping.
And the stock can tank, and you can own nothing.
Yep.
You can own Jack or Jill.
Yep, it's true.
I mean, people lose millions in the stock market, and people lose millions gambling. It happens.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
There you go. That's all I have.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. International Men's Day fun facts. I do have a text 47142. We have a couple people saying, actually, Dano's saying he can lactate on demand is in the system. Jimmy plays it all the time. All right, we'll see if we can find it. They said it was Dano in there. Was a drop of him saying, I can lactate on demand. So a couple people, we more got Dano. Thank you. I'm glad it wasn't crazy. I thought it was Dano. And then somebody, were talking about divorce. They said, I think cheating is a petty reason to divorce somebody. No, it's not. And then this is kind of petty. They said, I dated a girl who said her best friend divorced her husband because he would blow his nose in the shower.
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. So that's why. You'd be like, well, what? Just don't be in the shower with him or in the bathroom. Just there's ways around it.
Yeah.
And if you're disgusted by it, unless he leaves his snot on the wall, then that's gross. But other than that,
but again,
just get away from the gross behavior at the time.
I just think all these petty reasons, people don't really love the person. When you love the person, you put them first no matter what.
There is, but I think maybe like that, there's a point where you can possibly get over it. But when you are maybe at that where the relationship might be on the rocks and it's fixable or not, there's certain things that people do, what they call that, give you the ick, and you just can't turn back from it.
Okay.
Like you just get grossed out.
Yeah.
But to me, like you said, that it probably wasn't strong to begin with.
I mean, that's what I think. But again,
I have heard people who were so much in love and then somebody did one thing and they just couldn't get it out of their mind. It just grossed them out. Like they just totally changed their perception of that person.
Interesting. Cher's got a book coming out, and she's talking about Sonny, not painting him in a great light. I am so surprised about this because when Sonny died, she was so banged up. I like Cher, unbelievable talent.
She said that she thought about jumping off a balcony when he died.
Yeah. Off a balcony when he died, or when she was with him?
Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe when he died. Was it when they were together?
I thought when she was together, she said that. And just, I guess he was very demanding, very controlling, took care of the money. Didn't want her out and about. And again, I don't know. When he passed away, I do remember her speaking about it, how upset she was. They were divorced, obviously, years later, and they both moved on. But I was surprised. And I always think it's a surprise. I don't know. When somebody else isn't around, because there's always three sides to every story. I mean, there usually is. But I was a little... And she doesn't need the money.
We're not going to get his side.
Yeah, we're not getting his side. He died in a ski accident. She doesn't need the money, Cher. She's financially set for years and years and years. She's great like that. I liked her. I think she's a great performer, but I was a little surprised about certain things that she said about Sonny.
I mean, you said the same thing with Martha Stewart. Just shows you we don't really know these people. We only know what they give us. And so now a lot of people coming out with memoirs and docuseries are giving us a little bit more into their life. And a lot of these women, like Cher and Martha, have been around for a while, a little bit older, and they're probably at the point in their careers where they just don't care what people think.
No, I know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just surprised. With Martha Stewart, I was surprised more of the things that she did, like the cheating. And again, that's on me. Because I thought she was like, Little Miss Home Baker, and had the apron on and, was making cookies. Went to the PTA and la-di-da like that. But little did I know that she's, out banging guys on the side.
She's a little tramp.
I don't want to say she's a tramp. I can't say that.
Because in all fairness, if you listen to the whole interview, because you're just focused on that, her husband was cheating on her too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Two wrongs don't make a right.
No.
Oh, no.
Because if somebody cheats, I don't mean you cheat, but I'm just saying my image. And same thing as Cher. This isn't an image. It was just what I heard her say when Sonny passed away. And, of course, you're emotional when somebody passes away because you love them, you care about them. But I'm just surprised that in this book she didn't paint him to be really good, cool, or whatever you want to say. Obviously, he can't respond. But I like her. I think she's very talented. She is. There's no doubt about it. But, yeah, I was a little surprised that, the way she painted her picture. Tina Turner, like when she would talk about her marriage and she passed away, her first marriage, I wasn't shocked because everybody knew it was a train wreck and he was not good to her. But Cher, I was a little surprised about certain things. 877-927-6969. And what Francis says is 100% right. We have an image of everybody. It might be spot on and it might not be. A couple of nights ago, I was sitting with a Hall of Famer for the NFL having a cigar with him, and he was exactly what I thought. Not going to say who it was, but just a cool guy, a nice guy, and just what I thought. I mean, just his persona, who he is, his attitude. It was him. It definitely was him.
You were hanging with Dan Marino?
No, I wasn't hanging with Dan Marino. Dan Marino doesn't hang with the common folk. We know that. We've always heard that about Dan Marino. If anybody gets slammed in the media or with the public, it's Dan Marino. Every time you bring up a story, obviously, especially down here, somebody's got a Dan Marino story. I never hear of a good Dan Marino story. It's a shame. Like we heard about that time. Remember, they were talking about some kids were playing football on the street, and the ball went on his yard, and like he took the football and just chucked it like a mile.
Sounds like something he would do.
Again, we don't know if it's true or not. Mm-hmm. These are things you hear. Who do we have on hold?
We have Toot on the phone.
But that was Dan Marino.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Toot, what's up, Toot?
This is Danny. Who you think it is?
All right, Danny, what's happening?
All right. Just at the quarterback challenge. Let's try it out one more time. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Nothing. I was watching, I think it was Sunday CBS this morning, and they were talking about Cher's memoirs. And I think Sonny was like 36, and he was like 16.
No. When he met her, I think she was 15, and he was like 27.
Well, I knew there was a big age difference there. And later on, she found out that he had like 95% of the Cher and Sonny show.
Mm-hmm.
And she was kind of upset about that, because it was their show, but he had his hand all on that money.
Yeah, they were married at the time, obviously, when they did the Sonny and Cher show, and she said it was 95% him and 5% to the lawyer, but she also said, I thought the 95% was us together. I mean, that's what I would think if I was married to somebody. What you have, we're together. What I have, we're together. You got what I have.
Yeah, but the way she said it, it was all him.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why when her lawyers and stuff said, well, what do you want? She's like, I want a place in Malibu. I want $5,000 a month. And and they gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, whatever you want, you're Cher. And I think she deserved it, because.
Oh, yeah, she was just as much a part of that show as him. There's no doubt about it. But she crushed it in her solo career. I mean, I made way more money, I'm sure. Sonny and Cher were in their 60s. Yeah. The rights that they had with writing wasn't probably the same as it was as it got changed. Because the music industry was so much different in the 60s, 70s, 80s, where she had a lot of her big hits. I don't know if she wrote her own stuff. I'm not that big of a Cher fan, but she had some huge, huge albums.
Yeah, and then especially with those outfits, that's what she said, that they were tuning in just for what she would wear.
Yeah, Bob Mackie was her designer. He did all her stuff. But yeah, I mean, she's had a great career. She really has. Acting too. She won an Oscar.
From the sexy outfits to even the funny costumes, it was all cool.
Mm-hmm. No, she's definitely cool.
Oh yeah, and I also seen that documentary about Martha Stewart. She had a bunch of interesting stuff to say.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet on Netflix, but I'm definitely interested in it.
Yeah, she's definitely different, I thought, than the image she portrayed or that was portrayed of her. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, she paints a different picture, and it makes you understand that. I mean, it's only a 1-hour show, but it's better than like the little docu-series. But I mean, she puts a lot of insight in, and it's like, you know what? She really wasn't that bad. She might have been naughty, but she wasn't bad.
Well, nobody was really saying a bad person. I'm just saying, what I said was, and only me, was that the image I've had of her is different than what she's saying. And that's just my image on my own things that I heard about her. And like I said, Franny said her husband was cheating, she was cheating. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that cheat. I'm not saying that makes them a bad person. They're not good married, obviously. If you're cheating, you shouldn't be married.
That was the one thing.
I mean, that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty black and white.
Yeah, I think she said one time. She said, "If you find love, if you want love for a year, get married. If you want love for life, plant a garden."
All right.
I mean, it's a pretty cool show, Franny. You ought to check it out.
Okay, yeah, I definitely will. I mean, I have it definitely in mind to watch. I'm just trying to catch up with all the other things I'm binging, but I will.
Yeah. All right, kids. I love you guys, and have a beautiful day.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Dom, you have what?
I have a talk back from Jeremy.
All right, go ahead.
Yo, guys, what's going on? Palm Beach Gardens' favorite pool guy, Jeremy, checking in. And keeping with this holiday stuff, tradition talk you guys got going on now, just want to let everybody know, you guessed it, right? NFL greed has got us again. Thanksgiving Day games will be on CBS, and you better make sure where you're going, they got Paramount Plus, because you got to stream the other 2 games. And Christmas, you guessed it again, Netflix. You better make sure people have Netflix where you're going. Peace.
That sucks. That does suck.
Everything's on the stream. Everything. So somebody texted at 47142 and they said Cher was on the Today Show this AM. And they said that she dropped the F-bomb on the Today Show. So she was saying that Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy, told her about Sonny. And I guess maybe because she knew her before, Cher did.
Yeah.
And Cher told Hoda, she was like, I don't think I can say what Lucille said. And Ho goes, no, go ahead. And Lucy said, F him. But she dropped the complete F-bomb, and that's what Lucy said about Sonny. So according to our text, they said Hoda's expression was priceless. That's from Kevin and Jeever. Well, I mean, hey, Hoda, she said she doesn't think she can say it.
Yeah.
Hoda was like,
Hoda's
like, I'm leaving the Today Show anyway.
Yeah, I don't care. Drop the bomb. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Yeah, I read that too. Lucille Ball was telling her, get out, everything like that, leave him. Yeah, I mean, again, everybody's got their own lives. Everybody's got different situations that go on. We only know what's portrayed. And, like I said, there's only one person you can account for every day is yourself. Everybody else is a guess. And really, only those 2 people know what really went on, Cher and Sonny. I mean, he's not around, so he can't say anything. I'm sure he's going to have his side, but I'm not saying Cher's a liar in any shape like that. I'm not saying that at all. But you know what? She did have a fantastic career after him. And he basically had no career after her. He got into politics later in his life. I know he's the mayor of his town. I think in Palm Beach he was the mayor.
He was a mayor of Palm Beach?
Not Palm Beach.
I was like, I didn't know that.
It's out in California. I forget the name of the town.
Palm Springs?
Palm Springs. Yeah, he was the mayor of Palm Springs. And he passed away in a ski accident. And obviously very sad. But his singing career, there was nothing he did after the fact. Very little thing. But she's been around for decades. But her book's out. Might be a good Christmas present to pick up for somebody. Don, maybe I'll get it for you.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if I can get an autograph, but I'll try.
No, you can just sign instead. Way better.
Yeah. So you want a book about Cher's life and the Greek sign? Whoa, you want to talk about something being worth a lot of money.
Put it right on eBay.
You're fitting in like a glove. You are doing a good job. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day, because we are. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
When you look at the jobs that the immigrants into America, illegal or otherwise, tend to take, they legitimately just are jobs that a lot of Americans are never going to do. When you go to a place like an oranges farm.
Yes, an oranges farm, Sean. That's exactly what they're called.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the oranges farm.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Fairly easy drive right now through Palm Beach County on I-95. Only going to take about 21 minutes between Riviera Beach and Delray Beach in either direction. The Turnpike also coming in trouble-free. That's a look at traffic. I'm Dennis Taylor.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop early, save big all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a free Select tool when you buy a Select battery or combo kit, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/7 to 11/20. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market. Whether it's prepared foods, meats, seafood, pizza, fruits and vegetables, catering for any occasion, cold cuts or bakery, Joseph is the answer. It's all under that roof, baby. 4 locations: West Palm Beach, Delray, Gardens, and Boca Raton. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin. Joseph's Classic Market is a proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron 2024. Peace. Hey, it's the Greek, and Thanksgiving's right around the corner. It's a time to be thankful. Another thing you should be thankful for is your retirement. You worked hard, and you got to get ready for your retirement, and you got to make sure everything's in order. Well, call Trajan Well today. They will help you figure all those things out. Look at your 401k, see what you're invested in. Stop in their offices today in West Palm Beach. But first, call them at 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. Trajan can help you with your retirement. You worked hard your whole life. Now it's time for you to get a payday and to enjoy South Florida. Whether it's playing golf, hanging by the pool, or just enjoying time with family and friends. But you need a good retirement, and you don't want to worry every day when you wake up. Can I do this? Can I have fun here? Can I get on a boat? Trajan Wealth will help you with all those things. Call them today at 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, over 3 million people called Morgan & Morgan in their time of need. And with over 1 million of those calls coming from previous clients, friends, and family.
My name is Jason Williams. It was a rainy day, and I'd gotten hit from behind by a lady that was doing somewhere over 100 miles an hour is what they were saying. I've never dealt with anything like this before. Everybody that I talked to kept saying the same name, which was Morgan & Morgan. I was on hold for maybe 15 seconds. When they come back and said, Jason, we will absolutely take your case. As a non-tech savvy guy, any question that I had, if I called, text, or emailed, they got right back to me. They made it as easy for me as it could have been.
Thank you for trusting us. We've become the largest injury firm in the world because we've won a lot. The word is out. Size matters. Reputation matters. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. With over 900 dedicated attorneys and climbing, we're ready wherever you are, whatever you need. The choice is easy. We're just a phone call away. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek, and if you're betting in South Florida, you can only bet on the Hard Rock app. Download it today. It's very simple. And the NBA is back, and hoops are betting. More bets placed on basketball than any other sport. That's right. You can bet on prop bets, players, assists, rebounds. It's all at the Hard Rock Bets. Make sure you're betting this hoop season, college and NBA, right in your backyard. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-A-MINUTE.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply. The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Greek. Tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
Car accident? Visit smithball.com to learn more about our legal power and how we can help.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. Lots of cloud cover expected throughout the rest of the day today. We'll also start to see the breeze pick up through the latter half of the afternoon and evening. Through the overnight hours, we could see one or two spots of showers, but overall conditions remain mostly dry. Tomorrow, we are expecting more showers as a cold front moves through the area.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
Sharp stomach pain? Advice is here. Consult a nurse. Answers, advice around the clock. Consult a nurse. HCA Florida Healthcare. We show up for you. Call 844-70-NURSE. It's free.
Hey, this is Kyle Brandt. You're busy. I'm busy. But every single Monday, we take 10 minutes to dish out 10 takes. NFL, life, whatever, but never more than 10 minutes. It's 10 takes with Kyle Brandt. Driving home from work? You got time for 10 takes. Taking a smoke break? You still smoke? You got time for 10 takes.
Listen to 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt and start listening.
News Junkie is sponsored by the Crazy Horse Saloon.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge this Friday for Greek's Gridiron. So far this year, I am getting hammer time, getting my ass kicked. We got 6 people in the grand prize. I don't think we've had 6 in years. But I'm going to try to jump back on the winning track this week and win down at Strike Cigar Lounge. You're always a winner when you get down to Strikes. And Saturday, don't forget their anniversary party, which is going to be going up in smoke. Huge. Dominic's in the house.
Hello, Franny.
Hi, Tom.
Francis is here.
What's up?
I got you, babe. It's time for a trifecta. That was sent out to share. All right, it was a football game last night. Everybody knew that the Texans were going to win. Even my buddy's Cocker Spaniel. He said, Texans, lay the points. And they did. They spanked the Cowboys 34-10. I think a lot of people are happy when the Cowboys lose. They just don't like Jerry Jones and the whole team. But they do have some problems. And their season's nowhere near over. That's what I keep telling you. So get back at them and bet against them. Miami Heat won last night big. And Jimmy Butler scored 30 points. Every time the Heat play the Sixers, expect Butler to have a big game. He doesn't like ownership there. He left the Sixers, and he didn't feel he was treated correctly when he was there. So Jimmy Butler, again, big win last night as the Heaters ended up winning. And this is probably bad news if you're a Jet fan. Aaron Rodgers said he's going to come back for 2025. Whether the Jets want him, I don't know. Wouldn't it be amazing if Rodgers went someplace else and had a great season? Oh, my God. Then the Jets would be so cursed. Everybody's saying it's the Jets. The Jets can ruin everybody. They said the Jets had a curse on them since Joe Namath won the Super Bowl in 1969, and that was it. They were like, you'll never win again. But we'll see what happens. But Rodgers did say he's going to come back again. I think he does because Adams came here from the Raiders, and I think that was one of the things they talked about. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to be back for 2 years. I don't know if Adams would have agreed to a trade for 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe you figure, you know what, trash and burn. I'll try it for a year. If it doesn't work out, I'm out of here. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach.
Pastor was in Tampa, the port over there, Tampa. They're doing a first of its kind dog cruise. Now, this is the Margaritaville of the Seas. We have our own here at Port of Palm Beach, but they have one over there in Tampa. And I was like, you know, I love doing all the things with my dogs, but a bunch of dogs on a cruise ship. I just don't know what I think about it. I know a lot of people are excited, but yes, this is going to be a special pet-friendly cruise. Now, they said the topic of having pets on cruise ships has always brought out a variety of opinions. While some cruise passengers have openly talked about how they would love for their puppy dog to be on the cruise with them. And I understand, you know, some people, especially small dogs, they want to take them everywhere with them. But they said that others feel like it would cause more problems than it would actually to have a good time. They just think it'd just be a problem and a headache.
Suppose the dogs don't get along. They start barking at each other, going to the bathroom.
So since cruise lines have to make sure everyone has a great time on their vacation, a lot of times most cruises have disallowed any pets on board. But one cruise line is making an exception, and that's the Margaritaville at Sea is hosting a special cruise in which dogs are invited on board as passengers. So this is going to be next year, November 2025. Sailing will be run by Cruise Tales and Expedia Cruises of West Orlando. They're going to be sailing out of Tampa, and up to 250 dogs are expected to be on the cruise ship.
Ooh.
Yes.
Good place to be for your dog walker.
So they say the dog-friendly cruise will include all kinds of activities for dog lovers, including dog shows, training sessions, costume contests, pet parades, dog massages, dog grooming, splash stations. In order to be approved, though, for sailing, all passengers with pets must be approved by the Cruise Tales team. Requirements like up-to-date vaccinations and a veterinarian note stating the dog is healthy will have to be met before going sailing. They said, and if these canines aren't getting pampered enough, they said that there'll be other options for them. They said each family will be assigned a pet butler. So every family that brings their dog is going to have a pet butler to ensure the health and well-being of all the dogs on board.
Here you go, buddy.
Balconies, all the balconies will have relief stations for the dogs to do their business. And these areas will be maintained throughout the cruise by yourself and employees. So not every space on the cruise ship will be dog accessible. However, areas like the casino, pool decks, restaurants, and dining areas and the spa are off limits.
Can't bring it to the casino?
G-Man's like, thank God.
Yeah.
I would not be on that cruise. I can tell you that right now.
I know.
I mean, that's a lot of dogs.
You would not sleep at all. I don't think I would sleep. There's probably going to be dogs barking the whole night.
And that's the thing. You would think that they would have, because I know they have little things like checking the vet, make sure that they're vaccinated, stuff like that. But you would also want to make sure that these dogs aren't a-holes either. Like you can have vaccinations and this and that and still not be a good boy or a good girl.
How the hell do you know?
So I don't know. There's got to, because they did say they had to be approved. So I don't know if those people with the cruise company or whoever's doing this, the promotion company, like comes to your house and meets a dog. I don't know. But they said this isn't the first time that a cruise has allowed dogs. They said last May, Carnival, but it was service dogs. Carnival allowed at least 40 service dogs on board of their Carnival celebration. And to become a legit service dog, that training is very extensive. That's not
okay.
Yes. It's not being an emotional support dog. That's a service dog to help with people who have disabilities, blind guests, stuff like that, who are dependent on animals.
That's totally different.
Totally different.
Now, this cruise, you think
they're service dogs, not pets. I
They're
mean,
well-behaved.
They are pets, but you know what I mean. More.
Will the dogs be able to go in the pool?
It said the pool deck wasn't an option. They might have like a little splash zone.
Okay.
They might, because dogs love the water. But I don't know if you saw, this is one dog that Royal Caribbean introduced, Rover, that adorable golden retriever, for the icon of the seas. But it's one dog, and Rover is, he stays on the ship. And he's there to make people happy. They call him the chief dog officer. So he's there to put smiles on. He's basically the mascot for the cruise ship. But that's just one dog that Carnival owns. And I think it's actually the captain of the boat. I think that
it's his dog.
That's the one who takes. It's a girl who's captains that boat.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, they'll see if it makes money. I mean, if a lot of people sign up, they want to do it, they'll probably continue it.
I just would think there would got to be more things that you would have to do in order for your dog to be allowed on that cruise ship. Because 250, is that what I said? That's a lot of dogs.
Yep.
And the other thing is,
boat.
too, it's like those rooms are not big usually. So the dogs are going to probably want to get out,
Well, I mean, yeah, you're going to want to get out, too.
Yeah,
you don't, as a person, you don't lock yourself in those, because those rooms are tiny. I mean, you're always walking around the cruise ship. But I'm just curious, is it something you would be interested in? And not even just anything, don't get me wrong, but Margaritaville cruises aren't the biggest of the bunch either. So I'm curious if anybody, I know a girl specifically, but her dog flies with her everywhere she goes. She's very good at training. The dog's very well behaved, and someone, because it is a husky, and huskies tend to be very hyper. But she's gung ho about this.
Oh, wow.
About this trip, so she's probably gonna book it.
I mean, again, it's everybody's different. Like I said, cruises are not inexpensive. Now, do you have to pay for the dog, or is the dog on the arm?
I'm guessing you have to pay for the dog.
Oh, you do?
There's got to be a fee, I would assume. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I thought the dog maybe.
It's a dog package instead of a drink package.
It's a what?
Dog package.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe the dog got it on the arm. You just give it a free.
I don't think so.
Now, when you fly with
but I don't know all the details. So I could be wrong.
when you fly with a dog, you have to pay for the ticket.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's something else too you got to worry about. Again, it's different. I mean, people love their dogs. I don't know about people going on. 250 dogs. That's a lot of dogs on one cruise ship. Like you said, sleeping could be a problem. I'm sure they thought of all this stuff. And they probably
but people like you are saying it sounds because you're not a dog lover, but there's some people who are like, I want to be on a boat with 250 dogs.
No,
it sounds amazing.
I just said that.
I just want to know how they vet whether or not they're good dogs, right?
Dog friendly.
And how do they make sure those dogs don't jump overboard like people do?
Yeah.
Oh my God! No frisbees.
Like what? Yeah, like what protection are we gonna have?
No
we're
frisbees.
Like, see you later.
Wow, you're crazy.
I'm just saying, like, how do we know? There's got to be a lot more to it. Maybe I'll go on Margaritaville's website. I bet they break it down because I saw this. I think it was on USA Today.
Some breaking news: the Jets fired their GM, Joe Douglas. He just got fired. They fired their coach and their GM in the same season. Wow, that is pretty bad. You want to talk about the wheels coming off the ship?
Mm-hmm.
They definitely are. Again, he had a couple great draft picks where he got Sauce and he also got Wilson, 2 rookies of the year. But Jets obviously having big problems. Woody, I guess, is really running the ship up there, the owner of the Jets. But, man, I'm surprised during the season. And since the coach got fired, the team's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They got 1 win. I think they've lost 4. And their defense is just falling apart. But, he fired the breaking news that the Jets fired their GM, Joe Douglas. So we'll see what happens next. Who else possibly goes? Who's left? Will Rogers be around? I don't know, but that's what's showing up in the crawl that Douglas just got fired by the Jets. 877-927-6969. If you know anybody who wants to be a GM, give the Jets a call right now. Get your resume.
Trickster.
Yeah, be your. I couldn't fix that team. There's no way. I couldn't. That team's got so many problems. They just do. Teams. I mean, all these teams that are losing. I mean, it starts from the top like anything else, and there's a lot of problems. There's just not one. And the coach is a problem, obviously. The GM, the picks, the players they put around them, salary cap, all that stuff. I mean, it's not that simple. I mean, it looks easy a lot of times. You want to fake to be a GM and say, I'll do this, I'll do that. But it's a tough job. But I never thought he was a great GM anyway. I don't think he's a good GM. I don't think the Dolphins got a good GM. The Cowboys don't have a good GM, that's for sure. Dolphins don't have a good GM. Teams that win, they have a good GM.
Better watch out. Jerry Jones might call up and start yelling at you.
I would talk to Jerry nicely. I would tell him what I just said. You're a great owner. Financially, you've done so much for the NFL. Your team's worth the most, but I think you're not a good GM. I'm sorry. That's what I would say. We don't have to agree, Jerry. And you can still come over my house for Thanksgiving. But I just don't think you're a good GM. That's why we keep score in anything in life. You keep score to see, how their performance is. It's not good. I mean, it's just not. I mean, he could say, you know what? Cowboy fans could say this year Prescott got hurt. He was funny last night. Hey, you know what it is? It's like almost you in the studio. Like, these guys are on TV. Like, the Cowboys faked the punt, and they didn't get it, and they showed Prescott, and he was just like, oh, my God. But, I don't know. I just think you should know. You're on TV, dude. You got to watch what you do. I tell Dom that all the time in the camera. Because we get text messages about it.
And that's why Dom was like, you know what? Turning off the camera.
Yep, the camera's not on.
He was like, then we don't have to worry about anything.
Yep.
See, I'm very proud of you. You solved that solution. You solved that problem with a solution. We were getting emails about Dom, and so we shut off the camera. So I think that's a great way. It was a problem. You fixed it.
There you go.
I'm going to clap for that. I'm going to give you credit. But, yeah, I don't know. The team, like I said, I would have no problem saying that to Jerry Jones. Why don't you start seeing that be a trend? Like stars start calling into the show.
Like Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like Seinfeld. Oh, I'm sure in Dallas it happens a lot. He's got his own radio show.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's got 45 minutes every week. And he yells at them, too. Like, he'll call up on a Monday, and he'll scream at them. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. But, yeah, I think it's pretty funny when somebody does call in. Because I think the first thing you think of, is it real? Is it the person? But then you realize you can tell by the voice, like, okay, this is really Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah. But again, everybody's doing the show. You can't take it personal. And Jerry was cool when he called in. We talked about it yesterday. He goes, hey, not everybody's going to like what I do. I get it. But enough people liked it. And would you even care if you were Jerry Seinfeld? You got $1 gazillion. You're driving around in Manhattan in a Porsche, and you're worried about what some guy's saying about you?
Same with Jerry Jones.
Yeah. Jerry is just, I don't know. He's very unique. He really is.
He's going to run that team until he dies. You know that.
Oh, yeah. He's not stepping down.
Oh, no.
No, people who say he's stepping down are crazy. It's not happening. It's just not. I mean, why would he? I mean, you can't say anything. He's the owner. He'll fire you. I think you fire his son. They'd be like, get out. What are you going to do? I mean, with that kind of massive, massive money, you're going to be like, Jerry, you know what? I think it's past you. No way. It's not happening. 877-927-6969. Petty things people got divorced over. If you know anything, or maybe it was you, let us know. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. It is the holidays. If you bring a bottle of something you drink and you leave and it's still pretty full, do you take it? Or maybe you get like a red cup and you go, all right, I'll take a glass and I'll just leave with this. Do you take it? Dominic and Francis and I all say, no, you can't do that. It might creep through your mind, but you really don't do that. You just can't. But you should always bring something up. And you can ask people, too. Brian Mudd's having something. I asked him, what does him and his wife drink? And he was telling me. I said, what do you guys like to drink? I mean, it takes 2 seconds to ask somebody what they drink. And then you don't bring what they ask for anyway. You're like, yeah,
you bring what you like.
Yeah,
and then you take it home with you.
And then you take it home with you.
You're bringing Tito's. We know.
No. I don't do that. I don't bring Tito's. I bring champagne. Because when I bring Tito's, people are like, you're bringing Tito's? Not really a gift. So, you know.
It's a gift for some. Why not?
Well, to me, they'll feel like, so.
They're like, he gets them for free. It's not a gift.
No, I pay for them. Okay. 877-927-6969. We shut off your camera. We might shut off your mic next.
All right, there it goes.
It's off. It's off. Tom is off. Yeah, he's so funny. Big fight this weekend. Boy, obviously, Paul and Tyson. Some people are saying it was the biggest hoax ever. They broke a record for most tickets sold for a fight. Like every day, there's more records being broke. They said they broke the betting record, but I can't get an amount. I've asked a couple people that I know in the industry, but nobody knows the amount.
Yeah.
They just say They say the same thing Franny said. They broke a record.
Broke a record. 60 million people tuned in. But I haven't seen any dollars.
Yeah, and then 70,000 people showed up at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ton. Mm-hmm. I mean, 70,000. I bet you the Cowboys last night they were saying there was a lot of empty seats. So I bet you Paul and Tyson had more people. Because they were showing up top, and they said, this is unusual. A lot of Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's like a WWE SmackDown going on, you're not filling up. I mean, those always.
Oh, yeah.
They always break records.
Yeah, I think last time they had one there at AT&T, they had like 95,000.
Yep.
They had opening seating.
WrestleManias.
Oh, yeah, they had it. Same thing with the fight, though. They have all those seatings on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I did see again. I saw it yesterday. We talked about it on the show yesterday about those kids that paid $2 million for those seats. I really looked into that last night. My God, they were like two just chairs, Easy Boy chairs, and that's it. And they had like a little thing for their food and snacks.
The guys didn't look older than 40.
No.
maybe,
I was going to say that was their days.
Probably some tech company or, right?
Bitcoin or,
yeah, something.
No, I was going to say that. I mean, they were very young.
Yeah, you say the seats, what we did here, I mean, it's still not worth $2 million to me, but there was other things.
Yeah,
Hotel
perks.
stays, all this VIP access, the gloves signed by Tyson and Paul. I mean, it wasn't just the seats. They got more to it.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's a lot of money. We were talking about, Odell was talking about that he's with the Dolphins now, but with his last contract, he got all his money in Bitcoin from the Rams, and that has really, really increased for him. People think he was crazy when he did it, when he got with the Rams. That one season, he ended up winning a Super Bowl, but he got all his money in Bitcoin, and right now, that's cashing big time. Who do we have, Dom?
We got Riggs.
Riggs, what's happening, buddy?
What's popping? What's up, guys?
Doing good, Riggs. How are you, my friend?
I am doing pretty good here on the lunch break. Greek, if you could think of yourself as a dog, what type of dog would you be?
What kind of dog would I be? Tough
I
question.
have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
Good, you can answer for me.
No. You just, I want to.
Yeah, go ahead, Franny.
I just have a feeling. What do you think?
No, go ahead.
No, it's your question.
No, I know, but you say you
I'm not. No, I don't want to influence your answer because you go, oh yeah, me too.
Yep.
Like you always do.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I might have to light a cigar and think about it. There's a couple dogs I wouldn't mind being.
Like the type, though, not.
Yeah, like
okay.
like a German Shepherd,
Okay.
a Beagle, Cocker Spaniel.
Not what you want to be. Just knowing your personality.
Oh, I'd be a poodle.
Poodle, Maltese.
I was gonna say any kind of lap dog that gets carried around in a purse and they put clothes on it.
Yeah, I'd be a poodle. I'd be pampered like a bitch. I'd be like, yeah, I like this life. This is nice.
Yeah.
Walk me, biatch. I'd probably be in Palm Beach, hanging out at one of those mansions.
Yeah.
And then like one day they would want me to do tricks, and I would take like 2-3 times, so they would give me more treats. Oh, roll over. Not yet. Oh, roll over. Not yet. Oh, here's a treat. Okay, I'll roll over.
Franny, go ahead.
What?
Who do you think? What type of dog do you think Greek would be?
No. I wasn't as specific, but yeah, I was thinking like a little small, a toy kind of lap dog that people would take around in bags and would dress him up and take him to Palm Beach Island. It wasn't a specific. I just think he would be some kind of toy, whether it's a Pomeranian or a poodle, just like a
Maltese
really
is
frou-frou.
mine,
Yeah.
all white.
Yes.
Yeah, private jets.
He's definitely not a big dog. He's nothing intimidating, nothing like that. Not wearing a spiked collar. Not a golden. You're definitely not that.
Yeah.
You could kind of be a beagle, though, because beagles are real yappy. They talk a lot.
Bingo.
But no, I think you would definitely be a small. I think you would be a small dog. And it's not because, not because of your size,
No.
just because of how they get pampered so much.
Sure, yeah. Who
And they
doesn't like to get pampered? Get a massage at Breakers, hang out, walk on Worth Avenue, you know the whole thing.
He would be a pampered dog who can lick the lick out of peanut butter. That's what I was thinking. That would be his favorite snack.
He does actually like peanut butter.
I do like peanut butter.
He does.
I do like peanut butter. I do like peanut butter. I'm impressed, Riggs. You knew that. Get out of my diary.
I mean, Greek, you've been whispering your diary into my ear like 10 years now.
Oh, if I was whispering anything into your ear, you would have left your wife a long time ago.
Oh,
I can see you and me on a sailboat smoking cigars with 7 brunettes.
7 brunettes and 3 tubs of peanut butter.
That's it. And betting some games.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
We'd be off the coast of Italy, hanging out, Greece, Monte Carlo. Let's do it, Riggs. Sign it up.
Hey, you let me know which port we're leaving out of. I'll be there.
I think you would.
I'll pay my own way too. Like, yeah.
I'm impressed.
Dom or not Dom? Would he come with us?
Dom's welcome. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dom came out the other night to Monroe's. I've always liked Dom. He's a nice guy. He's fun, and he's definitely interesting. He really is. He adds to a night.
Let me guess. Did he make a real connection with one of the girls, and they are texting each other now?
No. We hung at the bar and we were watching a football game. It was their calendar event, so we were in a special VIP area at Monroe's, which is beautiful.
Oh.
And he didn't want dinner. He came in and he just he had one drink, maybe 2 drinks. I don't know.
Yep.
And that was it. But he didn't want dinner. Offered a couple times. He said, "Nope, I'm good, Greek. Thank you very much." Unusual. Usually the people I'm with always got their hands out.
Now, did he take the equivalent in cash for the dinner and go and spend it on the girls?
No, he did not. I mean, I don't. When I left him, I don't know what he did.
No, we both walked out.
Yeah. He was good. He was very responsible. It was a school night. He came really more for support for Monroe's and to come out because it's a big client and the calendar event. And he's looking forward to 2025.
I don't know where to go from that. But,
I met all the girls. I met January, February, March. Real Radio sponsored September, so I got to meet her, and it was a great evening.
Speaking of the girls,
yes.
Do you see that stunning blonde at the fight?
That's a Sydney girl that Dom had brought up.
No, I didn't
at
see
the
her.
Tyson
I'm
fight.
sorry, I missed that part of it.
No, it was from yesterday. We talked about Riggs from yesterday. Yeah, she's a University of Alabama student.
Yeah, I gotta say, Dom's got a good eye when it comes to the ladies. I've never been really disappointed when he's told me somebody, and it's got to be somebody like pretty upscale. He'll say like, "Greek, check her out," and it's usually like an 8 or a 9.
I mean, all the girls were beautiful that were there as the ring girls, but this one just got a lot of traction, especially on her social.
I've heard that from a couple people. This woman actually told me that yesterday in Boca. She was telling me about the ring girl, and she's like, "Greek, did you see that ring girl?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." I said, "But we talked about it on the show." She goes, "Oh, she's very pretty." I said, "Okay." I said, "I hope she has a nice personality."
Yeah, she had a lot of personality in her.
Oh, really? FakeRack.com or what?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you like fake racks or real racks, Riggs? Or any racks?
Discriminate, Greek.
Oh, I figured that.
Yeah.
I would have put 200 on that answer.
Yep. I don't discriminate in that because if somebody went and made the effort, I'm all for supporting it.
Would you ever support somebody if they asked you to pay for them to get their chest done?
Ooh, yes.
I love when you call here. You crack me up. Oh, we definitely got to get together for a cigar. Riggs, we got to run.
I mean,
Dom's our producer, and he's being a little bit like demanding today.
He's just keeping us on schedule.
Yeah, he's being a little bit demanding today, but he's good. But we got to run, bro. Keep in touch. Always love your calls.
Yeah.
You're the best.
My pleasure. Talk to you.
All right, peace. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. We'll come back with some Florida stories and some more. Peace.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Markov looks around, but they score! They score! Was Ted home?
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Barzley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Markov put right on the shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Looking pretty good for the most part. I-95 and the Turnpike are up to speed. We do have a crash on Southern Boulevard eastbound before 103rd Avenue. 2 right lanes are closed on that eastbound side, but we have cleared the crash on Okeechobee Boulevard at State Road 7. That's a look at traffic. I'm Paul Cross.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
Whenever you need us, just reach out and we'll be there with more locations, more experts, and more resources to deliver the healthcare you need to comfort you and make you feel your best. Find a care site near you at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
Seminole Casino Coconut Creek is your local gambling destination, featuring over 2,300 slot machines and more than 80 live table games with blackjack, baccarat, craps, roulette, sports betting, and more. Visit the smoke-free pavilion, full of more slots, live table games, and easy access from the west parking lot. Visit NYY Steak and other dining options and live entertainment during the week at Sunset Grill, Nectar, and Soundbar. Visit CasinoCoco.com. Come home to Coco. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Diamonds Direct's biggest and most spectacular sale of the year is starting now. For the first time, it's bigger than ever. Take 20% off virtually everything. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, everything to make this holiday sparkle. This weekend, we're decking the halls with an expanded selection and top designers' appearances in the store. 20% off now through Sunday. Skip the Black Friday madness this year with Diamonds Direct. Open all weekend. For the best selection, quality, and price, shop direct. Get details at diamondsdirect.com.
Hey, it's great to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry. I'm the flavor of Barry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
You wanted to talk about your son. He's the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted. Being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are just as addictive as regular cigarettes and harder to quit. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
No two people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Keith is a be in the room with real people kind of learner, so he loves the live online classes with our language experts.
Okay, class. Vos está pronto.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at babbel.com, Babbel.com.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's Monroe's in Palm Beach 7 days a week. The beautiful girls are there with a 5-star menu and great entertainment. And Monday night, I can't think of a better place to watch Monday Night Football. Drink specials all night long. If your team loses, you're still a winner. Why? Because you got one of the beautiful ladies at Monroe's in Palm Beach. If you want the hottest ladies, they're only at one place, and that is Monroe's in Palm Beach. Take it from your boy. Monday Night Football, stop in. You're a winner no matter what the score is. Peace.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening now. You'll see your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. Lots of cloud cover expected throughout the rest of the day today. We'll also start to see the breeze pick up through the latter half of the afternoon and evening. Through the overnight hours, we could see 1 or 2 spots of showers, but overall conditions remain mostly dry. Tomorrow, we are expecting more showers as a cold front moves through the area.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy other select major appliances. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details while supplies last.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You've been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back into the Penthouse. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether that's 92.1, 101.7 on the FM dial or anywhere around the country. In fact, around the world on our absolutely free iHeartRadio app. Speaking of Real Radio, make sure you give us a follow on our Instagram. That is at Real Radio 921, because that's where we do our Tuesday giveaway. We call it Just the Tip Tuesday, our Tuesday Instagram post. And we have a pair of tickets to see Papa Roach and Rise Against. That show is October 5th, 2025 for the Rise of the Road World Tour at I Think Financial Amphitheater. So just hit us up on our IG. You're going to see the post. It's probably one of the first ones up there, and it's got all the instructions on how you can register to win. You got to follow it to the T. Then tomorrow we will go on there at random, pick a winner, and we will send it into your DM, let you know, slide into your DM, letting you know that you won our Tuesday Instagram post. This is Franny. Good afternoon, Dom.
Ooh, Franny, you're gonna slide in someone's DM?
I'm sliding right in there.
Ooh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
No lube needed. Well, hi, G-Man, what's going on?
Wow. Wow. Did that change right away?
Good afternoon, G.
Good afternoon. It's back over to Franny for some Florida stories.
All right.
Florida. Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
I love our people. I'm still getting messages, even on my personal Facebook page and text messages. It was Dano. It was Dano. It was Dano.
Oh, my God.
So many people. I love it. Some things you don't forget, like being able to lactate on demand.
I can't find the drop.
Or command.
I've been looking for it.
On command. What? Oh,
I've been
you
looking
can't
for the
find
drop.
it?
No.
I don't know what you would talk. I mean, you would think just Dano lactate.
That's what I searched,
Dano
too.
milk.
It might be in our audio studio.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's funny. Yes, first up in your What the Florida, we are going to start with a woman. And I want to know in this story, because I'm going to give you details, what happened to the mom, because you think she would be in trouble. Because, yes, it's this girl, Alicia, who is the girlfriend of this guy, and his mom. The guy's name is Anthony Romaine. They helped him escape. Well, it looks like he was hospitalized after faking an injury. Now, the guy was arrested at the time that he was hospitalized, and that was his whole plan, was to make an escape. But he was like, it's probably gonna be way easier to do at a hospital than it will actually be in the prison, right? To make a run for it, escape. So they said that they've been doing a 3-month investigation, that detectives were able to deconstruct Anthony Romaine's escape plan, which was coordinated by him, his girlfriend, her name's Alicia, and his mom. So back in July, he was recaptured eventually, just hours after his escape. They said that he called his mom from the hospital room to inform her of his plan. So he instructed her to relay the message to his girlfriend, Alicia, and asked her to arrange the transportation for him. They said that she was like, all right, so she requested an Uber to pick him up near a gas station. Detectives they were quick, because they found him behind that gas station and did apprehend him. Evidence collected during the investigation, including text messages between him and his mom and his girlfriend, discussing the whole escape and the details of who would pick him up, what was going on. They were able to find that before. Yeah, well, I mean, were able to obviously apprehend him at the time. They said that they secured a warrant for Alicia's arrest, and now she has been charged of aiding his escape and unlawfully using a two-way communication device. She was apprehended, it looks like yesterday, by the Holly Hill Police Department in Volusia County.
She's not going to have a good Thanksgiving, that's for sure.
No, I don't think Mama is either, because you would think Mom's going to get arrested too. If she was part of this, yeah. I mean, he was like, hey, have Alicia set this up and this up. I mean, Mom was part of the plan.
Well, unless Mom says, I didn't know what she was setting up. He didn't tell me. He just said to get her to set.
It says he called his mother from the hospital room to inform her of his plan.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
And then he instructed her to relay the message to his girlfriend.
Well, then I guess all three of them are going to be in jail.
Yeah.
Pass the gravy.
100%.
Hold on. I got to really stretch. You're another cell.
Then next up in your What the Florida man. His name is Ronald Wayne Footit. It's a fun name. Spelled Footit. Was arrested after a drunken argument with his wife escalated. So the reason why it escalated was, well, she poured his rum down the sink.
Don't do that.
Oh, hell no, right? No. It was around 2 in the morning, so I figure we've probably been drinking, or at least he was drinking, 2 in the morning. He got really upset by her doing that, called her a Bible thumper. Then he pushed her onto the bed during a struggle over his keys because he was trying to leave. It says struggle over keys, an iPad, and a phone. So he was like, I'm taking all this with me. As she tried to stop him from driving because he was extremely intoxicated, right? The cops were called. The deputies found him, and he appeared to be heavily drunk. Those were their words. At their home, and he was taken into custody at the Sumter County Detention Center and initially held without bond. Then, finally here, probably my favorite story, just because I get to say jiggling genitals. That's it here. They wrote it, not me. It's just funny to say it. A Florida man has been accused of jiggling his genitals outside of a hospital. They call him the pervert of the day. I love this. So, Villages. There's a Village's son. And his name, this happened at the entrance of the UF Health. That's the Villages Hospital right there. So the guy identified as 52-year-old Darren Malinsky. They said he did report no contest this past week, Sumter County Court, on the charges of exposure of sexual organs. But they said he was sentenced to 19 days in jail with a credit for 19 days already served. And he's been placed on probation for 11 months, ordered to do some community service. So they said that he was discharged from a hospital, but he was still wearing his gown when he decided to walk over and stand at the entrance. This is around 6:30 in the morning. and decided to lift his gown up, showing his penis and his testicles, all the whole thing, and asked passerbys to check his balls. Yes, that's what he did. Hey, can you make sure everything's okay?
How's it look?
He said it sounded like he was seeking advice and opinions as whether they thought it appeared to be swollen. Witnesses say then he was jiggling his genitals, when he lifted his gown at the hospital. They said that he does live with his 85-year-old dad over there in the Villages, but they said that now he's back in jail because they were like, you can't go around flashing people your privates and jiggling them. That will only end in trouble.
Good to
That's
know.
according to the sheriff. So yes,
What'd you say?
Take
Good to know.
note, Dom.
Tom, good to
Take
know.
note.
You can't
Don't
be doing that.
jiggle your genitals.
Especially Thanksgiving Eve. I don't want to get a phone call. Quick.
I can't.
Old habits are hard to break.
Man, that is your With the Florida.
Great job there, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Dominic, I think you have a callback you say that you like to share with the audience and us?
Yeah, one of your girls from Monroe's actually reached out from Thursday
Oh,
night.
nice.
Hey, Greek, it's me, Cindy Thomas. The answer is yes, I am a Pisces. Dom told me all about you. I heard you could pack a punch. What do you say? How many rounds do you think you want to go? Give me a call. Mwah.
You know, Cindy?
Sounds a little manly.
Sounds hot.
Sounds a little manly, I gotta be honest with you. Might have to send a picture and to meet her in person.
That's funny.
You don't remember her?
No, I know. I don't remember.
Maybe she was Miss September, because I know you don't know their names. You just know them by the month, maybe. They said 47142, started off with Real Radio. They said if Dom was a dog, would he be a Shih Tzu? And then they said, Franny says, I guess I said this, I don't remember. But
Can
I
you
said,
say that on the radio, what you just said?
Shih Tzu, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Okay, just
yes,
checking.
Yes, it's a type of dog. It's a Shih Tzu.
But you can't say that name of the show.
You know, we had a conversation about that, Jason and I, when we do the Gator in the mornings. And I think you can because it is the show and it's somebody's last name. But we were afraid to do so.
Like
But
you
it
guys.
is. But we call
Okay.
it, a lot of people call it S-Bombs Creek just to be safe. But the Shih Tzu, you just say it, you're saying it all together.
Okay.
All one word. Because it is. I think it's spelled as one word, right?
So can we just replace the one word with Shih Tzu then?
We'll just start saying Shih Tzu?
Yes.
Yeah, because Shih Tzu is one word, right?
For the playback.
Oh, maybe it's two words, but it's spelled.
The Greek is not saying
But
anything.
it's spelled SHIH, and then it's space, and then it's another word TZU. So it's Shih Tzu.
I don't know.
Shih Tzu,
Okay.
right? That's how it's been said. But when you say it fast, it's a type of dog. My sister actually has a really cute Shih Tzu, and his name is Biscuit. So anyway.
I'm not going near any of this.
What? His name is Biscuit. He's cute. Anyway, so as I said, Franny says not a golden because they're smart. When I was referencing what kind of dog Greek would be, and I didn't realize I did that.
I got a couple text messages about it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't mean like that.
No, it's fine. You think I'm not smart? It's fine. It
No,
doesn't,
I
it doesn't
didn't.
offend me at
I
all.
didn't.
Thank you.
We just know you like to be pampered, Greek.
Yes.
877-927-6969.
But everybody catches it. Obviously, your friends and people on the text line.
They're like, did she just not say
Did
you're
she?
not smart? I mean, yeah, probably.
Just
I said
rolling
it's-
off the tongue, I
yeah,
guess.
it's all good.
My bad.
Oh, no.
My bad.
It's fine. Tonight, I don't think. I can't believe she said I'm not smart. And my feelings.
Well, you're not the dog that like rolls in mud either, you know?
That's true. And my dog, listen, I have two Goldens, one smart, one's not so much. So I didn't mean when I said that. I apologize.
So
You and your family.
So what you're
and all
saying?
the Greeks before you.
So you're saying it's 50-50?
Possible.
That's pretty funny. I got two. One's smart, one's not.
No,
Don't
they're
take it.
supposed to be smart dogs.
Oh, my
I think
God.
it's her owners, both of them. So it's my bad.
Oh, my God. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. We got a couple things on the table. You guys can bring up anything you want. But if you go to somebody's house for the holidays, do you ask them what to bring? And if you bring something that you like and it's not finished, do you take it with you? We were 3 for 3 saying, no, you don't bring it. You don't take it. You just leave it. You don't do that. Because they will notice. Like, you know, they'd be like, hey, what's going on? Didn't she bring a bottle of champagne? And then somebody's like, yeah, let's go to a doorbell ring camera.
I like Chris's idea of having your own little stash.
Yeah, my in-laws do it quite often, and I don't look it as being any because I'm so used to it. But they, especially my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, she drinks a lot. She like what we drink, like wine and champagne and stuff. But he specifically likes certain beers. He's an IPA drinker, and there's certain ones. So he will bring, just because he doesn't want us to go out and have to get his specific. He brings a small little one of those. Like insulated, like coolers, like a little one I have. Okay. Kind of like a little lunchbox cooler, fit about 6 beers in them. Mm-hmm. So anytime we have anything at our house, a gathering, watching sports, he will bring his own, and that's what he's gonna drink.
You can just say,
and I don't expect him to be like, leave the rest of your beer here.
Exactly.
How many did you drink? How many you got left? All right, leave those. No, that's his stash. And
just
it's
say,
the same.
Dad, we got your beer. You don't have to bring it.
Well,
don't worry about it.
Of course. If we if we did have it, but he knows what he likes,
That's
and
good.
so he brings his own little cooler with him. So I think with that, then it's definitely okay. You're not going to be like, what you got left in there? It's staying.
Empty the cooler.
You came with 6 beers. I noticed 3. But that's on the table today. When you go to somebody's house, do you ask them what they drink? And if it is, or do you bring your stuff that you like? Now I'm talking expensive stuff. Now, if you're just bringing regular stuff, you don't leave. If you're bringing a $10 bottle of wine, come on. But if you're bringing a nice bottle of champagne or Johnny Walker Blue, I'm surprised how expensive that is.
A lot of things have gotten pricey.
Yeah.
I mean, when Casamigos first came out, maybe spending $45 for the Repo.
Now what?
Now it's like way more
70?
expensive. Now I'm spending $45 for the Blanca, which was the cheaper one, and then the Repo got up to $60. It's crazy.
Was that the company that got robbed?
No.
Okay.
That's the one that got robbed was Santos, and that's Fieri and Hagar's.
Sammy Hagar.
Because I don't know if you noticed when leaving the building yesterday, there was a tequila actual truck right out front of our building.
No.
It was a Casamigos one.
Casamigos,
yeah. I was like, that's just so weird. There being a tequila truck outside our building, and then there's some stolen ones too.
So Casamigos probably has become one of the more popular ones, and it made a huge name. Obviously, it tastes good. It's not one of the best if you think ingredient-wise. What you're getting, it's not as natural and pure, even though it is a premium tequila. But that was the one. It was Gerber and Clooney that came up with it, and it's been maybe 10 years now or something that they had it, and they sold it for how much? $1 something?
Billions.
And they made a ton of money off of it.
Yeah, they did. They were the face of it, obviously. Mm-hmm. They were really, I want to say, the first couple celebrities that got in the tequila business. Now,
Hagar actually was with Cabo Wabo. He was one of the first ones up there.
I was going to say.
And then he sold it, so he no longer owns that.
But there's so many now. Michael Jordan, The Rock.
Which his really didn't, for a little bit, Sincoro, I think it's called. For a little bit, it got some hype, and then it kind of went away. I think
very expensive.
It's kind of expensive. It's not, to me, the best tasting. It's good, but it's not. And not just that, for restaurants and bars, it's a very awkward bottle too. But that's why they say they make them really big like that. These bottles, even the Clase Azul, because it has to be presented on the top shelf.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fit it, and you can't fit it in the wells and stuff.
Like 42. I mean,
42. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg has one.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one. He's really been promoting.
The Rock.
Yeah.
You know what brand you don't hear?
Rocks.
Ciroc, because of P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear about them anymore much.
No, but you really didn't.
Yeah,
for a while now, it kind of went away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because about 3 years ago, I believe he started a case with them. He was going back and forth with them, and it sort of cooled off. They spent millions on, marketing everything. And they had a cool bottle. Mm-hmm. And the different flavors with the different colors on there, the blue, the green, whatever it was.
Well, they had all kinds of flavors, and that was it. They were one of the vodkas that came out with a bunch of flavors.
Yeah, and then he had a little bit of. He was suing them for a while. They had some kind of discrepancy, and then obviously when this happened the last year, you're not going to see that anymore.
But for the price, I really do enjoy the Terramana, which is the Rock.
Yeah.
For the price point, I think a Reposado, which you're going to spend double on Casamigos, I think it's like $28-$29, which is affordable, and it's pretty good.
He doesn't really. I mean, he promotes that a little, like on Instagram. Like he'll show it and stuff like that.
And he's a tequila drinker himself.
Yeah, but he's not real big into it. Like I think if he was bigger into it, I'm sure it would really, fall off the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're finding with celebrities. One article I read with the politics, how it didn't really influence people.
Yeah.
that for all the people who came out and said things, and supported Harris, obviously it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that's an angle that you might not see 4 years down the road.
That's the thing. I will try something. Like I
Yeah.
tried the Terramana and I tried Casamigos, and I'll try it just to see what it's like. But if I'm not a fan of it, I'm not going to continue to buy it.
Sure. Bob Pittman's tequila. What?
I've already told you my stance on that.
I forgot he had a tequila.
Yeah, Casa Dragones or something Dragones.
I don't know.
Yes.
How's the bottle on that?
That's nice. I mean, it's a very simple. It's got a nice blue emblem label. Casa Dragones.
I mean, you
it's
went to
a
a
pretty
liquor store.
bottle.
How many tequilas are there? Ballpark,
Oh
30,
my-
40?
More.
More than that.
Yeah.
There is, and I've been dying to do it. I did the wine train in Napa, and it was so cool to go to different vineyards and stop by and the wineries and stuff and have samples. So they do one in Guadalajara, in Mexico. There's a tequila train.
Oh,
The
yeah.
same thing. You stop at
Oh, I would
distilleries.
love to do that.
And a lot of them are mom and pop ones, not these big names. I think they might throw in a couple of them that are there.
That's probably cool.
But yeah, I was like, sign me up for that.
It's got to be cool.
Tequila train.
I get my experience at Epcot in Mexico there.
Yeah, that's fun too.
We've done that. Yep.
I do like Epcot. Yep, we have.
Oh, you're so
Yep.
funny. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call to get into the Penthouse. Don't forget, we are the home of the Gators. They got a big game this week. They're taking on Mississippi. And that will be 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock pregame.
Dun, dun, dun. No locker room.
No locker room
Again? Oh, man.
I think it's the first time in 20 years we missed 2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
Crazy.
People are so disappointed.
Yeah, I just, like, how many pedicures can I get? I mean, that's the whole thing.
Blame it on the Gators.
That's what I am. I am blaming on the game. I might have to go to spa day. It is the great Francis and Dominic. We'll be back in a few minutes to wrap it up. And we know we hate doing that. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
I think I remember hearing a story where Matthew Perry said there are several seasons of Friends he doesn't even remember.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot certain seasons of the News Junkie,
Yeah.
so it's totally doable.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Shouldn't have any trouble right now navigating your way up and down Palm Beach County on I-95 or the Turnpike. We do have a crash on Southern Boulevard eastbound before 103rd Avenue. 2 right lanes are closed. That's a look at traffic. I'm Dennis Taylor.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Streets. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
The holidays are here, and spring training 2025 is approaching fast at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Groups, mini plans, and season tickets are available now for all St. Louis Cardinals and Miami Marlins games. Individual game tickets go on sale November 19th. Find out more at RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims, and in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
Ready to sell your car the easy way? Go to GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer. They're buying everything from daily drivers and pickups to supercars and exotics and even classic muscle cars and collectibles through GMTVCC.com. Say goodbye to dealership headaches, low ballers, and tire kickers at GiveMeTheVin.com. Just enter your VIN or plate number, get an offer in minutes, and they guarantee to beat CarMax or they'll pay you $100 at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hayes the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
ABC Wednesday, country music's biggest night, the CMA Awards.
Let's party, Nashville!
Kicks off with this year's must-see collaboration, Post Malone featuring Chris Stapleton live. With electrifying performances by Lainey Wilson, Shabuzi, Ashley McBride, Luke Bryan, plus Thomas Rhett and Teddy Swims. Woo! Luke Bryan, Peyton Manning, and Lainey Wilson host the CMA Awards live Wednesday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream next day on Hulu.
Only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500. Discount on eligible products only and reflected in quote. Restrictions apply. See Pro Desk for details. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to terms.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. Lots of cloud cover expected throughout the rest of the day today. We'll also start to see the breeze pick up through the latter half of the afternoon and evening. Through the overnight hours, we could see 1 or 2 spots of showers, but overall conditions remain mostly dry. Tomorrow, we are expecting more showers as a cold front moves through the area.
This report is sponsored by Driving High will get you a DUI. Stay alert, stay alive, don't drive high. Driving High will get you more than a DUI, like higher insurance rates, legal troubles, loss of your license, and potentially your life. Don't risk it. Stay alert, stay alive, don't drive high. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation.
Celebrate the season with the very best Christmas music ever made with iHeart Christmas. Streaming commercial free right now on your free iHeart Radio app. From shopping, gathering with friends, or wrapping presents, iHeart Christmas is the perfect soundtrack to your holidays. Listen now commercial-free on your favorite smart speaker and the free iHeartRadio app. Just search Holiday. Free never sounded so good.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
No lube needed. Well, hi.
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
This kid's getting good. I didn't have my earphones in. What was that one again?
No lube needed. Well, hi.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday.
Hi, Franny.
Hey. I love I could hear like you guys think that you have like this soundproof wall against here.
I know. I know you can hear me editing it.
You were like, hey, you should call Franny about the weather. It is going to be cold. Like I can hear everything you guys are talking about over there. And I was like, and they think that they're just yip yapping.
Oh no, I can know because Jimmy was there. He didn't tell you
I was like, I hear everything.
Yep. These walls ain't thick.
They're not thick walls.
Time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, there was a football game last night. Just talked to Carmine from Wild 95.5. And again, if the game sucks, it doesn't matter because you can bet a prop bet. And that's what a lot of people are doing. Prop bets are so big. It is crazy amount of people who are watching the game.
What did you just say? There's a football game on tonight?
Last night.
Oh, okay. I was like, what game? I'm sorry. I missed that part.
Yeah, last night. And I just said the game was terrible. Everybody knew the Texans were going to win. But so many people, I see more and more of all demos, all ages, from 20 to 50, 60, they're betting prop bets.
Yeah, just don't bet on a guy that gets a concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I feel like a lot of people, I mean, between you and then Chris, and I mean, I have a feeling there's a lot more people that had that on their bets, on their prop bets.
Now, who was that, Ferguson of Dallas?
Mm-hmm, the tight end.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, it happens. I mean, a lot of it's just bad luck. That somebody gets hurt, there isn't anything you can do. Something like that happens. But yeah, but prop bets are so big. 10 years ago, you weren't even, well, a year and a half ago, you weren't betting legally in the state of Florida, and you weren't betting on prop bets. The only prop bets they had was for Super Bowls, and they never had them. Now they have them for all the sports. Every single night. You do it in baseball, basketball, football. And last night, one of the big ones was Nixon to go over 96 yards. And I heard everybody had it all day, and he went over. It was crazy, though, because his first carry had 50 yards. And my buddy lit a cigar. He goes, "This is a joke." It just like leaned back in the first quarter. He only finished with 106 because the second half, for whatever reason, they didn't give him the ball.
Still enough, though.
Oh, no, I know. But I'm saying when you start your first play, 46, I thought he was going to get 200 yards because Dallas's defense is not good.
What, the first play of the game getting called back? It was almost a touchdown.
Oh, it was a touchdown?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and they got called back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a play that they're calling a lot more in the NFL. The referees are calling guys downfield, and it's by a yard or two.
Yeah, that was so close, that one, too.
Yeah, it's crazy the way it is. But, yeah, that did happen last night. Houston ended up winning 34-10. The game went over. They did cover. And if you had any of the players on Houston, like the quarterback or Nixon for overs, you ended up winning some cash. So, all in all, if you had the Texans, it was a good night. If you had anything to do with Dallas, not good. And sometimes, if you are betting on the Hard Rock app, remember this. The public does win. Like a lot of times, guys will say, everybody's got Houston. And I heard that all last night. I was at 4 different places. I might have got home at 2, and everybody kept saying that. There's no way, there's no way. But sometimes the public wins. That's what happens. Miami Heat won last night. They blew out Philly. Jimmy Buckets, 30 points. Big night for Jimmy Buckets. And when they play the Sixers, there's going to be a couple more times this year, and Jimmy Butler's in the lineup. He likes to smack them. He had a bad falling out with them when he left with the Sixers and him, and he just plays a little bit extra. He did it in the playoffs a couple of years ago. They were screaming at each other after the series. Jimmy Butler, he comes to play. Last night he dropped in 30, and the Heaters did win. And if you're a Jet fan, I don't know if this is good news or bad news, but since he's been here, it's not been great. He has a worse winning percentage than Zach Wilson right now. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
and
wonder how Zach feels about that.
yeah. I mean, and that's all over the place. Zach Wilson, I think he's still on Denver.
I don't know.
I don't know if he got cut. I'm not sure. He's not getting any time soon, that's sure. Not with Knicks having a great year. But, yeah, Rodgers said he's coming back next year. He goes, we're going to roll it again.
It looks like he's still with
Is he?
Denver.
So we'll see what happens with that with the Jet fans. But the good news about Jets sucking in Dallas in Cleveland. A lot of teams that are really bad, just bet against them. That's what you do. If your team sucks, you bet against them. Greeks Trifecta is sponsored by Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. Franny and I will be there in the month of December doing a live broadcast and kicking everything off.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
That's cool.
All right. I'll let you know more if I need to.
Yeah, please let me know too. So I can schedule it in.
So it is supposed to get cold?
Oh, yeah. Here, let me give you a weather bed so you give us a report.
Okay, go ahead. Give us a report, G-Man.
Supposed to get very cold in the next couple of days. Not cold if you're like, New Jersey or New York, but down here should be in the low 50s. That's what they're saying. So you might wake up and it's about 48. But midday it'll be about 65.
Low 50s, be 48.
And that's your Greek report.
Oh, my goodness.
It's your weather report. Low 50s, it might be 48.
Okay.
That's close.
No, Central Florida is definitely getting in the 40s, even parts of the Treasure Coast and inland, but we're looking at lows of like high in the 70s, lows 50s.
It was cold last night.
It's going to be chilly up in Port St. Lucie because there's, like I said, parts of Treasure Coast, and that is. But I'm excited because it's going to be probably mild, I would say low 60s during the day, because when you think the lows, that's early morning, late night. But it's going to be sunny and 0% of any chances of rain or anything like that. So it should be a really pretty day. The whole weekend will be nice if you like a little chill, which I do. I like that break
Same
for a
here.
bit. Yep.
And then Saturday, Franny's got a big thing going on. Tell everybody about it.
Yeah, well, it's not my festival, but I will be
Sure, but
a
it might
big
be
part of
named
it. It is we're celebrating cultures from across the globe. It is the Port St. Lucie International Festival where you get to experience the world, kind of like Epcot, right in our backyard. So there are all kinds of countries that are going to be there. Cuba, France, Germany, Haiti, Ireland, Italy, Puerto Rico. I'm going to be representing with my family and friends. And by that, we're going to be vendors offering dishes from the places that we're from. There's going to be exhibits. There's going to be dancers. There's going to be live music, all kinds of entertainment.
Gee, not those type of dancers.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, don't get too excited.
I was like, dancers?
This is at the Mid-Florida Event Center. So they're going to have all that stuff in the plaza area, the marketplace, art, exhibits, stuff like that. But then outside is where the food vendors are going to be and the live entertainment. They even have a pretty big, if you are into Latin music, Tito Puente Jr. He is, he's continuing his father's legacy, who obviously was Tito Puente. But he's doing the concert at the very end of the show, which is going to be a pretty big deal. But yeah, they say it's going to be a really fun time. It's my first time doing it, being there, so I'm excited. My buddy, who I work a bunch of festivals for, this time, instead of having me make drinks, which I still have my staff working two festivals for him. One in Jupiter Lighthouse. I have a group working that one. And that's a private event, though. And then I have some bar staff that's going to be working this International Food Festival. But I myself will not. I will be in the Puerto Rico tent. So if you guys come on out and want to have some good food, and we're also going to be serving, because each country gets to make a specific drink or cocktail. Could be virgin or non. Of course, we're like, virgin. So we're doing coquito, which is a holiday tradition. It's a drink that we do in Puerto Rico, and it's normally just around the holidays. So we're going to be making that. And huge shout out to our buddy Chris. He's done a lot of stuff with us with iHeart and Real Radio, or tastings event, stuff like that. He is providing some Knox and Dunn Florida rum aged in bourbon barrels. So he's going to be providing that for the coquito.
Oh, great job.
So it should be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, stop by if you're in the area to see Franny, and to also try some excellent food. You'll have a good time, and the weather's going to be nice.
Yes.
So
maybe a light coat, if anything.
Maybe light. You can wear your boots. Dom, you wear your boots.
Bust out your boots, Dom.
Yeah, bust out your boots.
My Uggs?
Yeah, your Uggs, yes.
With a little fur. I know you like to wear those around the house.
With his apple bottom jeans? Boots with the fur.
877-927-6969. That's the number to call. We had a couple things on the table. If you knew anybody got divorced over something petty, let us know. Or maybe it was you. Tell us. Also, if you go to somebody's house for the holidays and you bring a bottle that you like, but they don't really drink it, do you take it with you? In the Penthouse, we said, no, that's not really cool to do. You bring a bottle and you just leave it. That's it. But what is your opinion on it, if you have an opinion? And some people, everybody has a different take on every single thing. That's why we asked you guys your opinion of what you think. But is the holidays coming? And it doesn't make any sense. Shoot somebody a text and say, hey, you know what? Coming over. Obviously, appreciate the invite. But what are you guys drinking? Or Dom, like you said, smoking.
I think for champagne, but I think just in general, because a nice sit down dinner like that, especially for the holidays, Christmas, a bottle of wine is fun.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yep.
red or white.
Somebody will drink it, right? Whether it's host or somebody, the guest will.
Yeah, I mean, again, shouldn't go to a house empty-handed. Not a great thing to do.
Eggnog?
Yeah, you can bring some eggnog.
Yeah, I do like that. I don't know about Thanksgiving, though.
No, not for Thanksgiving, but more holidays.
Yeah, I mean, a bottle of red wine, bottle of white wine, something. Apple pie. You know what? Do something.
Does Thanksgiving have
a drink?
Like a specific cocktail for Thanksgiving?
Not that I know of.
You would think I would know that, but yeah. I don't know if there's anything. Because Christmas, there's a lot of drinks, like you said, eggnog around it. I know, as I mentioned, we have our own drink.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of countries do, but yeah, I don't know if there's a Thanksgiving cocktail.
I've always heard what you just said. Bring a nice bottle of wine.
Yep, wine. Sounds like it to me.
Yeah, or a champagne for a toast. You know, happy Thanksgiving, good health and good fortune to everybody at the table. God bless that we have this food. You know, pray to whatever God you want to pray to. Hope the Lions cover. You know, important stuff like that. I can't believe that I just found out Thanksgiving. The other two games are not on.
What are you gonna do, G?
I'm gonna have to pay somebody to come over.
What do you mean they're not on?
Well, they're on.
They're streaming.
They're streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but didn't that happen last year?
I'm not sure.
I thought it did.
It happened for Christmas last year.
Netflix, I think, is Christmas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but Netflix didn't have it last year. I think it was Hulu or Amazon. I think they did. I know Black Friday Amazon had. That I remember because there was the Jets and Dolphins, and it was the first time ever there was a game on Black Friday. It was a huge game up there. I don't know if there's a Black Friday game. I know Christmas there's a game. And I was surprised there was a game on Christmas that's a Wednesday. Because years ago, the NFL never played on Christmas. They stopped playing in the mid-'70s. The Dolphins played the Chiefs years ago. And the game went on in overtime. Dolphins ended up winning, I think, 17-14. You're kicked the field goal, and they were just inundated with calls that the game was like 4 hours.
The Raiders play the Chiefs on Black Friday.
Oh, did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Not a game really to be too interested in, to be honest with you.
Somebody did text in and said like a spiked cider is what they drink for Thanksgiving.
Spiked?
Cider, like the apple cider. Some people like to do it nice and warm, especially if you're living in cold weather.
Yeah,
a warm cider, but they do it spiked. I don't know whether it's bourbon
whiskey.
or rum. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Maybe your rum that you like. What's your
Fireball
favorite?
Would be good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite rum is what? Captain Morgan Reserved.
Yep, I like the Captain Morgan.
Did you finish that bottle yet?
Oh yeah.
Did you really?
That's gone.
Wow.
That was like a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, that was the start of this.
I was gonna say, what did it take you? A week or two?
Yeah.
How many glasses in one of those? 6, 8?
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
Oh, you finished it off, huh?
All gone, man.
All right. Well, we're having our big event at New York Prime. We'll have to bring in another bottle.
Ooh.
We'll figure it out that night. And the Seafood Tower that Franny has requested.
Forget.
Oh, you can't regret.
So, I mean, if you think about it, right, like a normal 750 ml bottle, there's about 25 ounces. And restaurants do about 1.5 ounces of liquor. Some do a little bit more, too. But you're not pouring a restaurant pour. You're probably at home doing about 2, maybe 3. So, yeah, I mean, that would be about average, let's say 12 cocktails out of that. And I think that could easily be done in 2
3 nights.
With
football,
nights.
UFC.
Yeah.
Freddie, have you ever worked at a bar that every single time you had to measure? Or no? Like, it was like a requirement, or could you just... I see a lot of times people measure up, people wing it, but is there a place that you work where...
Well, where I work at now, if it doesn't have a pour spout, like we have some nicer bottles that don't, because we just have the tops on them, then we do use what they're called jiggers, what we measure them with.
Okay.
Because with those pour spouts, it gives you easier access to figure out the ounceage. I mean, if you've been doing it for a long time, then just kind of pouring it in. I know a lot of restaurants do, like they make it mandatory. I haven't worked at a place like that, but I used to work at a place that they would just randomly test us.
Okay.
So they have it. They almost look like little beakers. It's this thing, and they have 5 or 6 beakers in there, and they have the different ounceage for whatever cocktail on the rocks. Right, if it was 1.5, or if it's nut pour, and they would have the line, but it would be blind to you, so you couldn't see
that's tough.
where you're supposed to be, and they would see where you're at with your levels.
So then you got to have a good touch.
Yeah.
I was talking to
And
this
if
girl.
not, they would make you just over and over again until you got it right.
Oh, really?
And it was with water, obviously, or with colored, so you could see where it was at. You weren't wasting liquor doing it.
You weren't doing Johnny Walker Blue.
No. Like,
all right, guys.
Oh, yeah. Did I take the shot afterwards? Or?
We're going to practice this now. We're going to use Johnny Walker Blue, and you guys are going to try to do it. We had a couple things on the table today. Petty reasons why people got divorced. If you had any of that, let us know. We talked about the holidays, bringing something. And if you bring something nice and they don't drink it, Can you take it with you? We said, no, you can't do that. It's pretty scumbedy. That means like it's not a good thing to do. And again, the Thanksgiving event, when you go to somebody's house Thanksgiving, should you ask who's going to be there? You think that's okay? Or do you just go because you got an invite? Would it be important if you knew who was going and how many people?
It could matter.
Yeah.
There could be someone you don't want to be, if they're acquaintances with your ex or something like that.
Okay.
True.
It's good to know.
So it's not bad to know. Franny, what do you think? Think it's bad if you ask, like, who's coming?
I mean, it's none of my business, but you would hope that if people are inviting you over, they would know not to put you in with an ex or something.
Yeah.
Or at least give you the heads up. Just be like, hey, so-and-so is coming. You would hope.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would ever be like, so who's coming? And so I can decide whether or not I want to be there.
Where am I sitting, by the way?
I don't know if I would ask that. I mean, I guess if they're close enough, right, and they should, just be like, oh, who else is going to be there? Casually say it. Not say it just because if somebody's going to be there that you don't want, that you're like, nah, I'm good.
If it's a big event, I don't know. I'm cool with going, but if it's very just like the immediate family.
Intimate.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, you guys do it. You have your own thing. But we'll see. I mean, again, everybody thinks differently, and everybody looks at it differently, too. Everybody might be like, what does it matter? I'm just inviting you. But what do you guys think? Let us know. Mike Tyson, will he get back in the ring again? Hopefully not. That's what people are saying. Hopefully he is done. Jake Paul is looking for his next victim, if you want to hear look at it like that. He's only 28 years old. My God.
I mean, Tyson said he's got no regrets
Yeah,
about this fight. So.
Yeah, I'm sure he went to Wells Fargo Monday on the regrets. Yeah, that check for 20
I would guess
minutes.
that was probably direct deposit. That's what I would assume.
Oh, was it a big check that he walked around
I would
with?
just say direct deposit.
Big Mike? Yeah, I hope he's done. I really do. I think it was the situation where, and I feel there's some money problems in his life someplace. Supposedly he does very, very well, but I just don't see why he came out and did all this, especially when he wasn't really even boxing. I think it was 4 rounds now. They said they didn't even throw a punch. First 2 he did, and then after that he didn't throw anything. And he's Mike Tyson. I mean, he's an icon for boxing. Some people feel the one thing good about this fight was this week, a little bit last week, they were showing his fights all over the place. I was down at the casino last Monday night when the Dolphins played, and they had all his old fights on. Like, I forget. Like, how.
The highlights.
Oh, my God. And how quick. Like, boom.
Do you remember the time he offered it's like $10,000 or $11,000 at a zoo to fight one of the silverback gorillas? Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
He used to have his own tiger he used to mess around with, too.
Yeah.
I think he still has exotic animals.
Yeah, he has
I
a tiger
think he
now.
does. But yeah, no, he was walking around a gorilla, and I guess the silverback was picking on the other gorillas, and he was like, I'll give you $10 or $11,000 or $11,000. He was like, if you let me in there, because he wanted to, show the gorilla who was boss, because the gorilla was bullying all the other gorillas in there.
Crazy.
So he offered the zoo money so he could go in there and fight him.
Yeah, I mean, in the movie Hangover, they portrayed that, where he had the tiger, the lion, whatever. It was tiger.
It was a tiger, yeah.
Because
they stole it.
That's right. They stole it, and then they brought it back. And I thought somebody told me one time that was actually his house.
It could be.
Because he lived in Vegas. And one of my good buddies lived in a neighborhood where he lived. And he would say that, you didn't see him much, but when you did, he just minded his own.
According to AI, which we don't know if this is real, ChatGPT, the overview says he no longer has tigers, but he used to own several big cats, including mountain lions, pumas, and Bengal tigers. But he had to surrender one of his Bengal tigers to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty of Animals after it nearly attacked a neighbor's dog.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes. And then they also said he lost custody of a tiger because he didn't have the proper permits for it, too.
Who called on Mike?
So
probably a neighbor.
Yeah, he had to pay. They said $50,000.
It was your buddy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so according to that, he no longer does, but I don't know if that's legit.
You're living next to Tyson, though, and he's got tigers. You got to be a little nervous. Like if you're in your backyard, they can just jump
I'm not
the fence.
walking my dog in front of his house.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, what's up, bud?
You know what is interesting, though? If you've ever seen, if you watch it at birth, there's some really interesting stories of how they grasp on. I've seen one with golden retrievers, and I've seen one with Labradors, yellow labs, where after they've just had babies of their own puppies, and then when these cubs come abandoned, and I'm talking about tiger cubs, they grow this bond with the dogs, and the female dogs have these maternal instincts because they just had puppies, And I watch these videos and I'm so amazed because as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, they're still so gentle
Wow.
with these dogs because they look at it as being their mom. But I watch these videos, I'm like, man, those cubs are going to get giant one day and they're going to be like lunch, but they don't because
Wow.
there's a lot of zoos that do that with fostered or like abandoned cubs that they find, or maybe if they have to take them from a facility, like the Tiger King's facility, then they put them with sometimes
that
with
story?
dogs.
Oh,
It's
my
crazy.
God.
I mean, completely different species.
That guy ever get out of jail?
No, he's still in jail.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
How about the Menendez brothers?
They're still in jail too.
They're still in jail too?
Yeah, they're still there.
All right. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for always tuning in. Appreciate you guys all the time. Remember, without you, there's no us. Without us, there's no you. Dom, great job as always. Thank you for shutting off your camera today.
Great job, Franny.
Thanks, Dom. You too.
I did get a lot of text messages. Why is Dom's camera off today?
Oh, well.
So we'll talk about that after the show. But great job as always. Franny, way to be. You're always an ace in our deck. Thank you so much. Great job. Thanks for your help with social media, everything you do to contests, Instagram, and everything you bring to the airwaves every single day.
Thanks, G-Man. You too. Great job. Of course, great job, Dom. And speaking of Instagram, one more time, that is our Instagram giveaway on a Tuesday. And if you guys want to go see, we have Rage Against, Papa Roach, Rise of the Road at I Think Financial Amphitheater, October 5th. Just hit us up on our Instagram. You'll see it right there. That's at Real Radio 921.
It is the Greek. You guys have a good afternoon. Thanks for always tuning in. Remember, in the mornings, make sure you listen to Rover and his crew. And in the afternoons after the Greek Zone, it is the News Junkies. And the Gators, Saturday. Don't forget the Gators. 12 o'clock, taking on Mississippi. Big game. 9 o'clock pregame. Pedicure Saturday for me. Peace.
It's Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won a Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Barkov looks around up and they score! They score! It was Ken Palm!
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Barkov put right on the shot!